Asuka, it is a wonderful way to start the match. Here we go. Welcome to Breakout.
Oh yeah, we're going in. We're starting off hot. Ooh, and we get a launch. That is Jack from Jack and Daxter. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, loving the customs already. This is what you love to see about online tournaments, just some creativity with the customs. But right now, BCX. Get him with that right from Mingo in the Peacekeeper. Woo!
Complete control of that entire round, DJ, and that's what I was talking about with Hwoarang. Sheer rushdown potential. It doesn't look like Rick has really gotten the download on BCX yet. Hasn't really grown comfortable. Gets his first hits of the set, but we'll see if he's able to capitalize.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, right now, BCX putting him in the blender. And now already up 2 rounds. It's been so fast. I swear, we've only been talking for 15 seconds. And now, you know, Rickmuladrip trying to establish some offense right here. And BCX playing a little bit patient. Throwing those down jabs and then down 4-2 to get the launch. Oh, we're getting to the wall. Ooh, no conversion right there. At the wall. Oh, and the Sashiro. One up. Oh, nice. The Sashiro again into Demon Slayer. Is the string. In the low, that was a lot of damage. What a natural combo, 43 damage. Ooh.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh my goodness. We finished with that hit grab. Going in through. Boom. And now, oh! The neck grab. Pushing the Peacekeeper. And when Hwoarang is in heat, oh, you gotta break those grabs. It's incredible how many tools Hwoarang has to apply pressure. And once you get a lull in that action, you start throwing up those throws. He has a full throw game. Rickmuladrip pushes forward onto the wall. We get a wall break. We do. Oh yeah. Charge it up. Lots of Sashiro. All that damage into Heat Engager. So much health back and cashes out. BCX 13. 1 round away from putting Rickmuladrip down into... Oh, what a nice little Sabaki. Oh my goodness, the skyrocket. Oh. Sound 4-2. Moving forward. Oh, and the tornado. BCX 13. No round brown. Man, GG's to Rickmula. Gonna have to get it out through losers. BCX looking strong.
We're in the underground arena, the evil arena, and if you ask me, this might be a bad stage for Deviljin. Not as much room to move around and plenty of space to get caught on corners with the pressure of Nina.
Oh, and there the chains go again. Oh, and the wrist chuck slam, of course. Oh, and we get a launch. Bassy Greay, our new ambassador, Breakout ambassador. Part of our Breakout ambassador in the Tekken community. Always down for some casual games, so if you ever see him, ask him for games.
Yeah, why not? I mean, we've got a thriving Discord community in there. Join the server if you haven't. Believe we have a Discord command. And just go up, get some games. Like I was saying, best time to get really good because you can pull up anybody for some serious reps and get in a position like Bassy Greay. We were talking about that sidestep, DJ.
Yeah, there it is. Tekken is a 3D game. Use that Z axis. Oh, that Sub-Zero slide just avoided right there. 1, 2, 3. From the Deviljin. Solveria, the chains. Find the pressure. Ooh, what a launch. Or not a launch, but a little knockdown.
Yeah, gets the knockdown. Basic quick to get
you
up.
gotta
Blocks
punish.
the dive kick.
You gotta
not quite
launch
able
him.
to do it. Yeah, this is going a little slow now. Solveria picking up the pace, gets sidestepped again, but he's quick on defense.
Can
Tries to
opener!
block low. They get him. Yeah, opens the count wide up.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh, Stonehead doesn't get broken.
Yeah, not quite able to break it.
Ray health
Oh.
gone. Try to go for the sweep. He activated
able
with
to
the
get
chains. Out of range, man.
Yeah, that was great spacing control from Solveria, and I like how he's not going all in every time. He's modulating the aggression.
Absolutely. Oh, but look at Bassy. He's trying to get a launch, just gets it, just rips the string.
Yeah, not quite able to follow up on it. Right now, Bassy's in control, gets him up to the wall, gets caught on the get-up kick, though. He's forced back. He's engaged, DJ.
Absolutely. I'm gonna spend it out.
All right, keeps him. Oh, another sidestep.
Sidestep the Demon Paw. Really nice Sub-Zero slide. Gets the counter hit launch. Bassy Greay looking really strong here. Let's see what he can do. We're playing
Really
location.
liking, yeah, the difference in pace between this game and the first one, which was pure domination and full throttle from BCX. You see both of these players slowing things down a little, picking their shots better. Solveria's trying to bring up the heat a little, crank up the temperature, but Bassy Greay is playing very defensively responsible.
Oh, nice clean hit. Just flips onto him. Bassy Greay takes the first game against Solveria. I mean, both players seem to have a good idea about their layer 1 game plan, but Bassy is just a little bit more ready. Seems like just ready to sidestep, ready to step whatever move that Solveria wants to advance with. And then, you know, just capitalizing on it and making sure, like, all right, if you don't know this tech, I'm just going to show it to you.
Yeah. If you ask me, it's the turtleneck. I mean, Deviljin's bringing that to a fight.
Yeah, I don't know what the the turtleneck's supposed to be. You know, it's not what I would chose for Deviljin. Oh, but the counter hit caught you mashing.
Yeah, I love how he gets him up onto the wall and just keeps him there. Doesn't even let him get up. Immediate meaty pressure to get him while he's down. You're not supposed to kick a man while he's down, but I think the rules change if he's the devil.
Oh, he's got a combo for this. Nice.
Yeah, great
A
combo.
lot of damage.
Look at the block.
Steel pedal. Oh my goodness, what a launch from Bassy.
Great launch, great launch. Gets him into the air, keeps him up there, gets him splattered along the wall, gets the explosion off the guns, and immediate side switch. But look at that, drops the combo.
Yeah, that was 92 damage, but you know, I guess the heat smash didn't hit. Oh, counter with the grab.
Great grab counter. I love how he's using those to really just interrupt Solveria's momentum whenever it starts to really build up. Stop him from snowballing. They get a bit of a counter trade. It's restoration to neutral. 20 seconds left for Solveria to make a mark here. Not really going to get much time, but does... Never mind. I was going to say he does have some gray health, but not anymore. Set point, Bassy Greay.
Yeah, and it looks like a little bit of, matchup knowledge not there from Solveria, missing the punishes on Ivory Cutter and even Blonde Bomb. Deviljin can still punish that. So, we got chain throws. That's her gray health gone.
Yeah, Solveria hasn't broken any of those today, and this is going to be a big problem for him. Oh, look at that tech roll to get up, though. Forces Bassy Greay to overcommit to try to catch him standing up, but let's see if it gets him anywhere. Might not, DJ.
Might not at all, but the chains here, applying the pressure, gets a wall splat. 1-1, steel pedal. Oh, drops it. E-burst activated. Oh, and the grab hits the wall, and that's wall damage. Bassy Greay takes it over Solveria, pushing Solveria down into the lower bracket. Woo!
That's what I was talking about. That's when 2 turns Xiaoyu into a monster. The additional options out of Hypnotist, the fact that you can sidestep right out of AOP now. This is going to be really fun to watch.
Really, really fun to watch. But let's see how, the unknown to me, Blastabolt, let's see how they handle against Shake offense. Because Shake, opposite of Pling, I think plays pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, Pling can play that style, but that Shake's really more about being in your face.
As you can see right now, because, Pling's much more evasive, more slippery. Shake is just right in no longer Bassy's face, but Blastabolt baits out the cartwheel kick attempt, but can't stop the Sabaki, DJ.
And we're enraged, so we're going to do some extra damage. Heat Burst to extend the combo, get to the wall. More side wall splat. And running forward. Inner strength. Try to Sabaki again. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, he thought Blastabolt was going to rush in there, and he didn't. Right now, gets the low, so good thinking with the side switches and the level changes. So Blastabolt's not able to get a good idea of where the next attack's going to come in. Gets caught on the low at round start. Tries to back off a bit. Not going to get a chance. Gets launched, carried. This might be far to the wall, DJ. Not quite.
But that sidestep to Heat Engager. You get that full crouch move as well. Push in, shake to the wall. We break throws here.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, we were talking about the importance of actually breaking those, and it seems like Blastabolt was listening.
Cans, open them up! Coke and Pepsi! Woo! We're on the Seaside Resort. Knife forward to extension. What a duck.
Duck's under, though. Great timing on that duck to set up this throw. Waits for Blastabolt to get up. Gets a bit of a low going once he sees there's no real option there. All right, let's see what he does, DJ.
Yep, that moon here. Palm. Oh my good dragon wheel kick! Into a launch. Oh, drops the combo.
Misses.
Oh, my dragon wheel kick again. No rage art, no watching movies here, just straight fists.
Didn't even really have a good opening to use that rage art because that would have been a delay that would have let Shake take back control. But the adaptation there, Blastabolt drops the move, goes straight back into it once Shake's in another position to do it. Gets this air combo, doesn't quite get him wall splatted, but almost right at the foot of the wall, not letting him get up either.
Oh, moon hair palm though, right back at you with the Heat Engager. Gonna spend it right now for more hypnotist pressure. Get the wall splat. Tornado. What's Oki?
Oh, yes.
Oh, rage art.
All right. Catches him pressing too, DJ.
Watch this movie, you bonehead.
Oh, yes. I mean, everyone's a bonehead unless they don't have a skull, but don't tell Asuka that. She's on a roll as Blastabolt gets some precious gray health back. Oh, but not going to be enough. Oh, drops it. Not going to matter.
And we're seeing some drops here, so, you know, maybe some you know, early tournament nerves. But at the same time, both these players are looking very, very comfortable. Blastabolt hitting the Sabaki into a combo. Do we get to the wall here? Oh, almost.
Not quite. All right. Right now, Shake gets him into the air, right into Hypnotist. We were talking about how dangerous that is in Season 2, DJ.
Absolute cave box. Oh my goodness. More pressure. Hypnotist. Guess right. Mid. Oh, what a down jab. In a counter.
Trying out for Osaka Gamba with that kick, DJ, and tries to restore neutral a bit. Watch Shake coming in. Right now, gets him in rage territory. None of them have heat. Time's dwindling. Has a lot of gray health. Gets the tornado. Oh my goodness. Already our first final round of the night, DJ.
Yeah, we're already, the sun has set, the moon has risen, the whales in the background splashing, fireworks are going up as the throw goes in from Shake. Oh my.
We were just both speechless for a moment there, but right now Shake's trying to stay in control, gets the low, forces Blastabolt into rage territory, has heat still active, gets the throw, no teching it this time, and a beautiful opening to seal the deal with that low. What adjustments do you see Blastabolt making in this second game? Because he was doing pretty well, but, you know, just didn't quite have the sauce to finish Shake off.
I mean, look, I think Blastabolt is playing pretty well against Shake right now. I mean, the game went to a final round for this first game. I think it's just about not letting Shake apply that pressure and just making the right reads. And maybe moving up a little bit. You know, sometimes movement, little side steps, little sidewalks wouldn't hurt nobody. Just got to find the right timing. And we go back to the Seaside Resort.
I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Makes me wonder what they changed at all, because they did go back into the lobby, but that might have just been trying to ice Blastabolt a bit.
Absolutely. Ooh.
All right. Not quite going to be in wall range, but that is a lot of carry. Look at him sidestepping around Blastabolt to prevent easy get-up options. Intercepts the can-can, keeps up the pressure off the wall, DJ.
Oh, yeah. Gonna spend the heat smash. Oh, the Sabaki!
Sabaki! All right, sets up the tornado, right? Oh, yeah, he's just not getting up. Why not tee off on him? Why give him the chance if he's just going to lay there, right, DJ?
Yeah, just hit him with the Oki over and over again. Don't get up. If you get up wrong, face the consequences. As no throw broken, you can take some of that free damage.
All right now they're both trying to force whiffs on each other. It kind of works out. Another Sabaki into the air combo. Right now he's keeping it going. 61 damage already. Goes into Yeet. 64, 70. Here comes the same Oki from last round, but it's not going to continue. Heat smash.
Oh yeah, plus frames. Little low. He's sweeping up. Heat burst. Ooh, Hypnosis mid caught him. Watch this movie.
Yeah, that was just a great thinking there to seal the deal. He probably didn't need the Rage Art, but why not spend it while you've got it? Why not make sure you absolutely put this round beyond a shadow of a doubt, especially because we've seen Blastabolt is fully capable of pulling a comeback.
Absolutely. Looking pretty strong still. I mean, going up forward. And apologies for the overlay. We should have Shake have one win over Blastabolt.
I mean, the
so
Tekken gods just disagree. They're like, that win was fake news.
Nah. We gotta report the right things. You know, this is what we do as commentators, gaming journalists, right? That's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Journalistic neutrality, but that trade's not very neutral. Shake is on slivers of life. Sidestep. You were talking about Blastabolt going more into the sidesteps, more into the lateral movement to really get out of Shake's vortex of pain. It seems like he's taking that to heart.
Yeah, absolutely. And Blastabolt right now finding, just held the Sabaki. Oh my goodness, Shake gonna take that opportunity.
Look, this game moves so fast, you can't hold it that long. We've seen King Ray have trouble with charging things up too long or holding the Rage Art. Usually gets sidestepped or blocked or otherwise countered. Same thing just happened to Blastabolt with that Sabaki. It's gonna cost him the round, too. Heat's active. The carry is ongoing. And right now, it's another final round.
Yep, set point for Shake. Right now, survival point for Blastabolt. If he wants to tie this up, he has to win this round. But starting off with not breaking the throw, it's not going to look good. And Shake tried a waning mood, but the inner straight gets the counter hit into combo. He burst, extended.
All right. Oh, look at that charge up, DJ. He read the exact moment Shake was going to try to get up. Gets the low pressure, but runs right into a counter. Might be a little too aggressive, but right now he's just desperate to pull the plug on this round.
Oh, moon air bomb's gonna cash out. Oh, it's gonna up for the shoulder and Shake. Chops him down. Takes a 2-0 victory over Blastabolt.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, and it seems like we're in Yakushima. We got Tanjiro. I mean, coming back to the Breakout series, haven't seen him in a bit, but we know that Yoshimitsu is gonna be annoying and hits the sword slash.
Yeah, there's a reason that Pling has a Yoshimitsu in his pocket. Very much the same breed of character as Xiaoyu. Extremely evasive, lots of stances, lots of positional changes, lots of small Tekken opportunities, and just very, very annoying to play against. And you see KingReyJr just trying to shut it down immediately.
Yeah, oh, yeah, there you go. That forward 2 into that extension through the Nani Gusto. And now just pushing the combo all the way to the wall. Got that extra wall damage into Oki. KingReyJr. not missing a beat.
Not at all, as you would expect from the man who was just pushing Rangchu and Arslan Ash to their limit. He is not going to be deterred. He's going to try to keep TanjiroTheRipper on the back foot. Gets caught on the counter, but immediate can dance.
Yep. Oh, my goodness. KingReyJr. not missing a beat. I mean, this is, KingRey Sr. informed us last week, he's going to be traveling for a full month and a half just to prepare for EWC. So he's on his A game throughout these coming months.
Yeah, you can see how he sees every match he plays as another step in the hyperbolic time chamber to really just sharpen his game, prepare himself physically and mentally for that gauntlet in the Esports World Cup, and presumably in other Tekken World Tour events, because that's getting started real damn soon. Right now, he's just juggling TanjiroTheRipper like some bowling pins, activates heat, not letting the man get up. A perfect KO to take the first game.
A no-round Brown at that, too. Bullying TanjiroTheRipper. I mean, that combo conversion. I mean, 13 hits, 99 damage off of that.
Yes.
I mean, that is peak Season 2 right there. Asuka, with those changes, the extensions to her strings, she is very powerful. I mean, Tanjiro has to find something. Something to get his footing down and make sure, you know, he's sticking with KingReyJr.
Yeah, what adjustments do you see Tanjiro making? Because this is not a guy who gets bullied easily. Obviously, going back to the lead stage, Elegant Palace, a little more room to wiggle around, some more walls to potentially catch King Ray on. But what do you see him doing differently?
Round one.
I honestly think he, you know, just try to play a little bit more defensively. I mean, if this was TrizzyTheRapper, you know, you would just see Trizzy just wait, hop kick. But
Yeah.
you know, Tanjiro, you know, maybe dig into the Yoshimitsu shenanigans bag a little bit more, play a little bit more
You
patient.
saw him trying just there, but
Yeah.
he gets hit in the back for it. What I'm seeing, too, is Tanjiro needs to be a little better at picking his range. He pulled that back turn off right in KingReyJr's face, and now he's stuck here. Goes for... He went for something there. Didn't really pay off for him, and now he's launched again in Rage territory. Not going to get a chance to burn it off, I don't think.
Blocks. Goes for the heat smash. Threatens the samurai cutter with that full crouch.
Yeah, but look at that guard grab break. Another one. 10 seconds left. Spins away. Goes for the Rage Art. He catches him.
Oh, yeah. Watch this movie. Shout out to Akira Kurosawa. Slicing through. But 8 seconds still.
Yeah, and if anyone's good at recovering, it is KingReyJr. Oh, look at that. He used the healing as a way to lure KingReyJr in. He knew that King Ray would rush in to try to finish him off, so he conditioned him.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Throw in some more Yoshi shenanigans.
Yeah.
Make King Ray push into you. Make it seem like, like that, like the flash off the NA spring kick into sweep into combo. We're taking it all the way to the wall.
Yeah,
Slashing down.
Splat. All right, we're going to see how well he can maintain this. Goes out of Dragonfly stance, backs off a little. KingReyJr. stuck on the ropes for a moment, gets off the corner, he activates heat, tries to chase after Tanjiro, who's content to keep running, dribbles him off the floor. DJ gets sidestep, but he's going to stay in front of him.
Yeah, and the sidestep too from King Ray into the oak. He just kick him off the ground.
Fight.
Oh, yeah, just immediately tracks him down, doesn't let him sidestep. Good thinking there, goes for the charge, gets spun around, though, and you're seeing a little more neutral here. The splash into heat engage.
Oh, and the launch right there. The end of the sword. Oh, and the heat smash caught him, trying to step away. The manually pop heat burst.
Oh, what? He catches him spinning away, and this might be what KingReyJr. needed to take momentum back. Drops the combo, but kicks him back. The heat smash is missed! Oh, you're seeing a lot more evasion and counters from Tanjiro now. We'll see if it matters, though, DJ.
Yeah, run up, forward, 2 into extension. Man, Nani Waguso doing so much for King Ray right now. The poison breath, not hitting. Again, KingReyJr. sidesteps that down forward, too, which wouldn't give Tanjiro the launch, but now we might see a balcony. Oh, no, we don't. We're just going to travel across it.
Yeah, I like how KingReyJr. is using this sidewall pressure, just dragging Tanjiro along its edge, keeps him in that corner, seals the deal with a perfect round. That is what made him take third place last weekend, DJ.
Yep, 7 perfect golden letters right there for KingReyJr.
And we have our next match right underway, DJ.
Absolutely. Oh, and these customs are going off right now. Both of these
yes.
customs glammed up. Love seeing it. The fist meets fate glasses on the King Slowpoke. Trying to see if he can decide his fate against the Alisa. The chainsaw's already moving around.
I
Good
like
block.
how AimedTwo, just use that as a way to propel himself, really, to get around Slowpoke. And I think that's going to be a lot of the story tonight if AimedTwo has his way. Just lots of lateral movement, lots of pickoffs, like you see him countering the grab attempt there, and just never letting Slowpoke settle into a rhythm where he can use that powered-up Jaguar sprint, where he can really pressure AimedTwo and bully him. And right there, you saw the attempted sidestep countered with a tracking kick.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is what you like to see against Alisa, or, of course, hate to see if you're the opponent. Just flying around and getting those chainsaws into Devastator stance. It's just so oppressive, and, you don't know what move can hit her.
Right.
If you don't know the matchup. It's right there. Flying in. Good blocks, but not the right punish.
In combat sports, when you throw a punch, you're expected to immediately take that back into a guarding position. You can't just leave your hand hanging out there, and that's part of what AimedTwo is doing so well. Anytime he commits to an attack, he's immediately ready to defend again, but gets caught by the heat engager, steps around the hot kick, has his own heat. I was talking about this, DJ.
Absolutely. Oh, and the chainsaw is interrupting the Jaguar sprint, and the slide from AimedTwo is going to give him the Game 1 win in this set.
Yeah, that Slowpoke was hardly in that first game. We'll see how well he adjusts to the second, but that's exactly the kind of gameplay I was talking about, DJ.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, Alisa just flying around, manually going and applying the chainsaws, has that chip damage, just being impressive. And of course, AimedTwo, really comfortable against this King matchup, able to step, knowing that Slowpoke was going to throw out that heat engager, and just finding those gaps and opening.
Yeah, and right now, Slowpoke is going to have to just keep AimedTwo in place a lot better because he hasn't been able to pin him down yet. Tries to create a little space with that shove, gets the one going, goes for another shove, but immediate counter. And like I said, AimedTwo, anytime he presses anything, is ready to block, he's ready to sidestep. He's never just going all in.
Oh, and the spin caught him trying to step away with that low.
Yeah. See what I mean with how well he's locking Slowpoke down? Slowpoke's hardly pressing anything this round. Immediate kill with the heat smash. And AimedTwo is just well on his way to a 6-0 at this rate.
Yeah, Slowpoke just not feeling comfortable right now, not getting the right punishes off after blocking, because you can see Slowpoke, instinctually knowing what those strings are as we get, a heat engager off the sidestep. But Slowpoke's just not comfortable against this matchup right now. You can definitely see how it's playing out.
What do you think he could do differently? Right now he's running out of time to do anything differently, but if you were to take the controller out of his hands for a moment, DJ.
I don't even know what I'd do. I mean, I'd heat smash right there.
More of that,
One of the best heat smashes in the game. And you can't even, just try to find a gap to throw. Just add some space, but that blue spark instant duck from AimedTwo.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, one round away from having a 6-0 against Slowpoke.
Yeah, I feel like we hardly even sat down to commentate this set, and now it's almost over. No offense to Slowpoke. Again, you don't get second place at CFGC for nothing. Gets the Sobot kick, tries to do some Oki pressure, gets the Stan Hansen Lariat, shades of Kazuchika Okada, but it's not getting him very far. Gets caught trying to sidestep. He's stuck in the corner. Tech rolls away. This might be his chance, CJ.
Yeah, momentum might be shifting in Slowpoke's favor. Gets the hit and the heat smash to catch the spring kick.
Did you see how he timed him out, DJ? He got the Sobot, he saw the frames coming, had the heat smash immediately ready for when AimedTwo would come up.
Yeah, AimedTwo already pulling up with the chainsaws. Oh, what a jab interrupt. Caught him out the air.
Great interrupt into Jaguar Bomb, DJ.
Absolutely. Oh, dodges the rocket. We know about those. Hits the wall splat. Apply some pressure.
Yeah, this is much more what you want to see if you're a King player, but gets caught on the chainsaws again. And right now, AimedTwo backs off. Interesting little trade, gets caught on the drop kick. The Heat Smash comes out again, gets caught in the wall. Rage territory, not going to get a chance to press it. Set versus survival point, DJ.
Got the wall splat into 3-2-2. Survival point for Slowpoke. Gonna try to push forward, but AimedTwo trying to throw some more rockets. Blue Spark
can't stop the Shining Wizard. Oh, gets caught again. Gets caught by the Sabot. He's waiting for him to get up. Overcommits. Misses his chance. Look at this evasion from AimedTwo, DJ.
Yep, trying his best. Just adding some chip, adding some pressure. You gotta block correctly. Gotta play correctly. Gets a wall splat. The Heat Smash doesn't play the animation. It dropped. Break on the
breaks
throw.
the grab, keeps himself alive a little longer, tries the Heat Smash again, not quite close enough. AimedTwo ranges him out, 20 seconds left. Similar amounts of health, though, misses a hop kick. Rage Art, it's gonna catch him!
And that is going to do, we're gonna tie this set up. What a Rage Art. Reacted to AimedTwo throwing out a move. And Slowpoke is not done yet.
I think that was our first Rage Art of the night, too, and what a way to use it.
We had a Rage Art TanjiroTheRipper against KingReyJr. We did see that one.
Oh, yeah. Look, that Rage Art hit so hard that I forgot a match. That just knocked the match completely out of my brain.
No, real. That's real. That's real. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just gotta sit there with your opponent. Hey, watch this movie. I directed it.
Yeah.
You're starring in it.
Sometimes you're so caught up in the popcorn that you kind of lose track of the plot, and then you're like, wait, who's that actor again? Even though he was 3 scenes ago.
Yeah, no, you start like snapping. You're like, man, he was in that one movie. Yeah. What's his name? That's what you do when you watch movies.
And you don't want to pull out your phone to bring up IMDb because then the glare is going to be like in everybody's face because it's dark theater. But the darkness is going to fall if AimedTwo has anything to say about it. A bit more defensive from Slowpoke. He brings out the giant swing. Is this going to find the wall? It is! Great stage awareness.
Oh, and the shove caught him out the air too.
It did.
With the slide. Oh, some more strings being represented. Going low. At the mids.
The helicopter puts him... As Heat active now. Gets caught, though.
Heat Smash. Oh, doesn't kill yet. AimedTwo still has heat, but no gray health. Gonna heat engage. Gonna spend the Heat Smash. Went low. Flips backward. Oh, the alley kick!
Gonna get it! That was so close to that. I mean, that's why I went into slow-mo, but to think to use the alley kick then, knowing that you would catch him before he gets airborne. Great thinking from Slowpoke, and it feels almost like that first game was a download process.
Yeah, looks like, Slowpoke just adapting pretty slow, but he's arrived now.
Yeah, the Pokédex says that Slowpoke takes 5 seconds to react if you hit him, and I think that's bearing out right now.
And, decides to not go into Jaguar Spread after 3-2-2. Hits the Heat Smash, gets blocked though. Giant Swing gets broken. Heat Burst.
All right.
Runs up Shining Wizard.
Shining Wizard's broken.
Oh my goodness.
But that's a lot of health to get back, DJ. Even in Tekken 8 with 20 seconds left, I'm not so sure about this.
Oh yeah, splitting it through. The low. The grab.
Suplex. 10
Exploder.
seconds left. Drop. Yeah, the Exploder drop kick. Slowpoke set points. What a turnaround from last game.
Oh yeah, he's got the download complete. Has it copied to all of his drives. Made a partition. Oh my goodness. But AimedTwo, it's not going to go out that easily. Chainsaws are coming through.
Yeah, Chainsaw's trying to corrupt the file and stop the download and force Slowpoke to run some anti-malware. What a command grab. Gets him up against the wall. Right now, Slowpoke has heat active, though, and rage. I'm sorry, he has access to both heat and rage is what he meant to say. Got a little overexcited. Lariato!
Didn't get the full punish, but Slowpoke! No round browns. AimedTwo to come back. Pushing AimedTwo down to the loser. Slowpoke taking that, Nina in the second section as we go in.
Yes.
Oh, it's Aang. It's grown-up Aang.
Immediate evasion into the punish, and right now has some... Oh, never mind. Doesn't have initiative at all. Gets launched. Gets carried across the stage. We'll see if this turns into an around-the-world trip. Not quite.
Good duck there from Pling. Applying some of that Feng pressure and heat now.
Yes. All right, it's heated up, already out of heat. Used the shoulder, keeps him pinned against the wall, gets the throw broken for his trouble, gets splattered. The initiative just changes so fast between these two at any given moment. That's part of why these matches are so fun to watch.
Yeah, they're really scrapping. Like, both of these players can be so aggressive and yet so defensive. At any point, they can switch it up. So, you know, right now, Xiaoyu20Z pushing the initiative, getting that first round win.
Yeah, and Pling has to be careful. We're still in first to two territory here, so has to make sure he's confident in his picks and in his playstyle. What are you thinking of him bringing out Feng Wei for the Zafina matchup?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, Feng Wei has some good stuff in heat, you know, for season 2, and it has some good pokes. I mean, you get that down forward one, you got that one jab. Okay, he has that stance, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Oh, and the back Kempo as well, just to add evasiveness.
Oh, look, more evasion, more punishment. But one thing you're noticing, DJ, is you see Shadow playing low a lot, and he's catching Pling again and again with these low pokes, with these low launchers, playing close to the ground. Pling's got to have to find a way to shut that down.
Absolutely, but at the same time, oh, no break on the throw. We get a floor blast immediately as we get in the combo. And as I was saying, Zafina's mid options are terrifying in Season 2, especially with that new install. So, you know, of course, Pling's not going to really try to look for these lows, just going to eat them and just try to find a way out. No breaks on throws again.
Yeah, not having any luck, and that's how Pling takes his first round. But, you know, that's what we've been talking about, conditioning your opponent's expectations. Pling didn't really start going for those throws very much until that round, and that's how he's able to throw off Xiaoyu20Z's defense, and you see him wising up to the low game, DJ.
Yep, that back Kempo really saving his life, evading some of this pressure from Zafina. Both players in heat right now. He's going to use a little bit of the gauge. Try to throw Shadow off guard. No, Heat Smash connects. Not a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, a little hard to see the exact interaction there, but he used that to stop the low pressure and to punish Xiaoyu20Z for trying to come up on him. Right now, he's trying to bully him towards the wall, not having a lot of luck. Spider Crawl to get right back in his face, but Xiaoyu20Z does have rage. He has the life disadvantage. He has gray health, and they are both so good at playing out the clock. I don't think it's going to come up this time, though.
Oh, and the 1-2 will do it. Now we get a final round in game 1.
I mean, watch boxing, kickboxing, UFC. It all comes down to a solid 1-2.
Gotta have a good 1-2 in your game, but Xiaoyu20Z says, nah, I'm gonna use the power of Azazel. Just throw the claw down. Add some damage. T on the shoulder check.
Oh, great shoulder check there. And right now he's trying to keep him towards the wall. Not gonna have a lot of luck. Xiaoyu20Z takes the first game. And here's the question, DJ. That went pretty well for Pling, but do you think he's sticking with the Feng Wei?
I don't know. The reason I respect Pling, you know, as a competitor is that, you know, he loves to take his time, even after, you know, after a game. If he lost it, it takes a little bit of time just to ruminate. You know, maybe let's get a costume change, let's get a fit change, let's get a stage change. But also he thinks about, okay, well maybe I could switch to Yoshimitsu, go back to Ling Xiaoyu, what have you. But I think he's gonna stick to the Feng Wei because Zafina's offensive pressure is a lot for Ling Xiaoyu to handle. Especially, you know, you get those mids and those lows coming through from Zafina. It's just very, very annoying to deal with. And, you know, especially when she uses those extensions with that install, you know, you're just stuck in block stun.
Plus, you know, they just played, and you're right, he is sticking with the Feng, but they are going into Underground Arena, so this will be interesting. Who do you think this is going to favor more? Because those walls being closer and the wall blast could favor Pling's wall game.
Yeah, but the new moves from Zafina, I think, benefit Shadow a little bit more, but we'll just have to see. Still got to play the neutral game here. Oh.
Yeah, look how he shut down Pling's sidestep attempt and is right back on him as soon as he spring kicks back up. He just doesn't let him get a moment to breathe. Pling's finally out of the burner, but that is so much health to catch back up on, TJ.
Absolutely. I mean, got both players in heat. And Pling's just trying to find a gap, but that pressure, like I said, Zafina hits you with a low and then hits you with a mid. You cannot press.
Yeah, right now being kept out of the pressing game. He's immediately bullied back towards the wall, splattered, and you see Shadow20Z just patiently waiting and stalking, waiting to see what he's gonna do, and immediately countering it and punishing it. He's on his way to set point already.
There we go. Shadow20Z looking very confident against the Feng Wei. But the shoulder check, heat engager for Pling. Oh, the power crush.
Oh my goodness. Gets the 1-2 to force Shadow20Z to back off. Defense is coming out a little more. Shoulder check to get the trade, but they're right back in each other's faces. Shadow20Z starting to run low on health, has rage, gets the sidestep.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that sidestep, gonna get to that wall, gonna get that extra damage with the wall blast. Moving it through. Both players in rage. Yeah, you can't press.
Oh, and not gonna get a chance to do anything. Oh my goodness, a no-round Brown to take the set. And you know, I checked with Mission Control, he won the ranked set they just ran.
D Fighting Spirit. Oh, is that Juggernaut? Oh yeah.
That's Juggernaut.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can say anything you want about Joe, but the man's custom game is unmatched. And frankly, I'm just glad to see him not running the FNAF.
Just throwing it out immediately.
Yes, instantly, immediate heat engage, immediate wall pressure, gets the gamma going, gets the flex going, goes for the shoulder charge, still hurries away, but he can't get away from the pressure. He hasn't pressed a button against him yet, DJ.
Oh, it caught him on the heat burst cancel. A perfect round to start out the set. Zilla has to find his footing here. JoeCrush just really comfortable.
Yeah, went for that Parasite Fist, Demon Paw, went for the electric immediately before it, gets the heat engage, goes for another electric, not going to land it. Right now he's trying to keep JoeCrush on that wall, keep up the side pressure, keep up the offensive momentum, not let him get up, because Joe thrives so much on being able to pressure and bully you.
Yeah, and look at that change after, you know, that little heat dash, you know, you just pressure with that down jab check, but Zilla with the 1-2-3. Ooh.
Yeah, and that's how you know that he's such a lab monster, like you were saying, to be able to capitalize on those little gaps in JoeCrush's plan. He's already bullying him back towards the wall, brings out the Patricide Fist again, breaks out a lot of stuff going on. He's able to block that, DJ.
Oh, yeah. Zilla, I mean, yeah, Lab Demon, but at the same time, really aware of what Kazuya can do. But JoeCrush doesn't care about any of that. Gonna get this combo, though, into this Oki situation. Oh, get the sidewall, regenerating heat. Low?
Yeah, just not letting him get up. 1 pixel of health left. Breaks the grab.
Ooh. Man.
Great time for that.
Great time. I mean, look, Kazuya thrives on having heat. One of the stronger tools that he has is in heat. So, you know, I love seeing Zilla's heat management, you know, not wasting on a heat dash when he could just extend a combo. But at the same time, he's playing pretty patient. He's waiting on Joe, trying to see what he can punish.
Yeah,
Joe,
he's slowing it down here. Can't break this grab. That's a lot of punishment for him. That's a lot of pain. Neither of them have touched sheet yet, like you were pointing out. But Zilla's having a hard time getting in on him. JoeCrush is great at using Jack not only as a in-your-face pressure monster, but kind of the closest thing Tekken 8 has to a zoner. Once he has the chance to use those absurdly long limbs on you.
Absolutely, man. He has that zoner. Yeah, you're right, K-Vox, because it's just a lot of pressure. I mean, and JoeCrush called out that Zilla was going to throw that down forward too. So he ran up, but then start backdashing, right? Just to bait out that down forward too, and then he can get a whiff punish because he has that range with Jack 8.
Plus, there's so much legacy knowledge going on. I mean, Jack versus Kazuya, that's straight up Tekken 1 stuff.
Yeah, but, you know, we got some wild, wacky shenanigans for Season 2. I'm waiting to see, you know, some of these new moves that be represented from Zilla after the Season 2. Good punish with the Tsunami kicks 4-4-3. Doesn't get it, though.
Good sidestep from JoeCrush. He stays right in his face. He backs off a little to restore momentum. Blocks the perfect electric wind god fist, or the regular one, either way. Right now, you see them playing a little more patiently, don't you, DJ?
Oh, but getting caught right here on the approach. JoeCrush finding the timing. Gonna push forward to make some noise.
Yeah, that finally comes out, and that's the thing. You don't see JoeCrush really spam that. He usually uses it as a combo extender.
That's what you use it for now, because now it's you know, you can react to it, and you can also have any option to get out of that loop. So, but Zilla still getting hit.
Can't break the grab, not this time. Gets forced to back off. He's caught in the knee. He's caught on this wall. Oh my goodness, right up to a more literal wall. Breaks this grab though. Blocks. He's trying to get out of this. Gets two up and blasted.
Yeah, good punish on the shockwave right there. That down back 1-2 from Kazuya. That little shockwave. It's minus 19 after that, so. But he has a little bit of pushback, so you got to have a good range move, and Jack has those moves. Oh, try to twin pistons his way out of there after blocking that low.
Yeah, Zilla is trying to stay in this, trying to force the round another way down. He's trying to get at least one round on JoeCrush. You can't blame the man. What do you think his options are here to get through this?
Needs to fish for those counter hits. I mean, find the Mishima game. Got that down 4-1 right there, but didn't commit to it.
Right now, he's not quite able to commit to anything. JoeCrush is staying right on top of him, has the crouching jab ready. He's got Rage active, but with 7... Oh, look at this! That was just disrespectful! Again and again with that low, and it finally chips Zilla all the way down.
The same size, maybe as... Not the arena, but just a little bit slightly larger than the arena. And Asuka really benefits when he gets into the wall. But at the same time, that Zafina pressure is mad.
Yeah, but great defensive awareness from KingReyJr. to block that entire opening storm, immediately get heat, immediately charge up, and already Xiaoyu just fighting very much on the back foot. Has barely been able to lay a glove on KingReyJr. to start this set.
Oh my goodness, and we get a wall carry, and it kills KingReyJr. 14 hits, 99 damage. Oh, and we get a counter hit right off the rip as well.
I mean, did people think I was kidding about how aggressive KingReyJr. can be?
I mean, you gotta go big or go home with the Oscar, man, because look at this.
Yeah.
She hits big, gets to the wall.
All right, good thinking on the tech roll to get to KingReyJr.'s side, but right now he's still locked in front of him, not really able to get much counterplay going. Might be fishing for some lows as Rage if he wants it as a way to reset momentum, but Heat's active for KingReyJr. The Heat Smash comes out. He's still got Xiaoyu backing up.
Yeah, Xiaoyu not trying to retaliate, not moving, just letting KingRey just move forward. But we see just a little bit, just poking a little bit. Oh,
here we go, DJ.
Oh, yeah. There's a little bit of help. Get a wall blast. The Phoenix.
Yeah. Oh, can he follow up? He can. Does he? Oh, he goes to the Rage Art, DJ. That's going to take the round.
Oh, yeah. Does this kill? I don't know if this kills K-Vox.
If it doesn't, it puts him in position to get finished off. Shadow is so good at capitalizing. See what I mean?
Yep. Ran up, hit him with the little low. Tying up the set, tying up the game right now, 1-1.
Tying up the set too, if you think about it.
Technically, we want to be real technical about it.
You're not wrong. I mean, it's one round apiece in the set, first game.
Oh,
but you know who doesn't want to talk technical? KingReyJr. He just wants to rearrange Xiaoyu's teeth. Gets parried through though. Gets the armor.
Oh, Heat Smash.
Into the floor burst, DJ, into the aerial combo. So much damage piling up. Gets the tornado. Gets another one. Gets him on the ground. Takes the round with an Asuka combo penalty kick.
Oh my goodness. And the Sashiro into Demon Slayer. Starting off the round right here. KingRey with the power crush. Inner strength. Safe right there. Oh, gets caught trying to step.
So much great health back for Shadow, too.
Yeah, hit the heat engager too. You get a wall carry.
Does get the wall carry, splats him. This might not be able to get anything done. Right now is a tied up game. Already a final round, DJ. And I can already tell we're going to be here for a while.
Oh yeah. Starting off with the Sashiro again. The Demon Slayer. Going through plus frames. Don't press. Shadow's going to get that tornado right off the rip. Heat burst to extend. Doesn't convert.
Oh, doesn't get him. Doesn't get him with the heat engage. Tries to follow up. Tries to catch him on the ground. You've seen him go for this Oki again and again, DJ. Doesn't really pay off this time. That's a lot of gray health coming back for Shadow, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Dragon Wheel kick to launch. KingReyJr. He's got a combo. Hit him on the ground. Takes the first game.
What a way to take it, too. Off one Dragon Wheel kick. We're going back to the lobby now. Probably just the stage switch. But, you know, Xiao20Z does have an awful lot of characters, so you do wonder... Oh, no, we're going straight back in. I didn't even get to finish that thought, DJ.
Oh, yeah, what a duck into Dragon Wheel kick again. We're going to see KingRey just absolutely dominate. We get to the wall. So much damage.
But remember, this was the story of the first game, too, and then Xiao20Z found his moment to come back. He plays defensive. He plays a bit of a rope-a-dope game. You see him trying the sidesteps. He's getting shut down at the moment, but it might just be a matter of time.
Oh, nice heat engager. I'll get in the counter hit. Catch a KingRey mashing right now. And I think the plus frames. Heat burst avoids it.
Oh, that was an interesting little interaction. It looked almost like the heat burst got caught on that little wall outcropping.
It looked like Shadow just stepped a little bit, but didn't realize he thought he might have gotten hit by that hit burst. But,
yeah.
You know, caught KingRey mashing. Got that round.
That's something that is... I don't want to say easy to do, but you can catch KingRey doing that because he can overextend on his offense from time to time. And once he smells the blood in the water, he gets very eager to finish the job.
Oh, block right there, but Shadow's pretty safe. Oh, and Shadow20Z firing right back. One more round to tie up the set.
Yeah, and if anyone can do it, it is Xiaoyu20Z. I was telling you about that, how he will play so much on the back foot and then suddenly let it rip. He gets Sabaki for his trouble. He gets forced onto the back foot. Can't break the grab. Gets launched back again, DJ.
Oh, yeah, that grab's unbreakable. Just got to catch the mix. And this time, KingReyJr went low. Try to can. Doesn't get opened up, but the heat dash to extend. Xiaoyu20Z uses the floor blast.
Yeah, uses that to extend, goes into Azazel mode. Right now, he avoids the heat. He keeps him on the back foot. He's getting launched, though. That tornado is there. Now KingReyJr has him where he wants him.
Oh, good blocks right there. Try to heat smash and gets interrupted. Try to Sabaki. Both players in raise. 10 seconds left.
This is where Shadow wants to be. He takes the game.
Woo! Tying up the set. Xiaoyu20Z's got the download. How will KingReyJr adjust? What's the next layer to this offense? I mean, you just got to go big with that Asuka. Let's see if he can go big again. Block.
I mean, I had been going to talk about how Xiaoyu20Z is so famously good at playing the clock, but he didn't even need to that time. Went straight for the kill, and he's already continuing the pressure. Tries to track KingRey as he gets up. Manages to go low again and keep him in the air.
The block had to take that streak right there. Oh, what a sidewalk to avoid the Azazel Claw coming down.
All right, goes low again, and it's funny, DJ, because people keep insisting that defense and pokes and neutral and small Tekken are dead. Well, explain this set so far.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you know, Asuka is a, big Tekken character. You gotta go big, go home. But at the same time, you got these pokes coming in from both players just waiting and trying to catch each other on the timing. And adding to the mental stack, because you get the Sashiro, the Demon Slayer, but Xiaoyu20Z is gonna stay on the ground. He gets caught by this heat engagement.
Yeah, Heat's very much engaged now. Keeps him forced back. He tries to force him towards the wall. Activates Heat. Not able to get much out of it. This might be the opening KingReyJr needs. He's going to put another round on the board. Another tie game, DJ. I wouldn't be surprised to see a final round.
Oh, don't jinx it, K-Vox. I kind of want to see a final, but at the same time, one person has to lose or go down into the lower bracket. So let's see who's it gonna be. As KingRey already applying the pressure, Shadow just trying to get something. Oh, we get a wall blast?
Another wall blast. That is great use of the stage from Xiaoyu, and you see this from him again and again. He will back off. He will let people think he's being bullied by his opponent, and what he'll do is he will wait for his opening to come back in and strike. That's exactly what he's doing now. Blocks the dragon wheel kick, capitalizes on it, keeps the combo going. Can it reach the wall, DJ?
And it does. Let's see the Oki got up wrong. Xiaoyu on set point.
Already on set point. If you're KingReyJr, you are really searching for a way to get through this, to get a hold on Xiaoyu. Again, KingReyJr beat Xiaoyu at Level Up Expo. This is not somebody who's an absolute bracket demon for him, but Xiaoyu sure seems to have his number right now.
Yep. Oh, but the Power Crush has something to do about it, something to say. The running move, catch KingRey. Heat burst.
Yep, goes for a heat burst of his own. Right now gets caught on the sidestep attempt, though. That's all Xiaoyu needs. That's all she wrote. Shadow wins.
What a wrap up to our winner's semi-final match. I mean, it looked pretty.
A match at all, so I'm glad you had a second to do it. It's the Juggernaut versus the Masked Wrestler. And right now you see him immediately trying to take the initiative, but it's Slowpoke who gets the better of the opening exchange.
Yeah, we see a little bit of patience here. The muscle armor coming through from Slowpoke. I mean, that God Instruction 1 looking really nice, man. JoeCrush has just been a ranked demon as... Oh, we're getting the wall break.
Immediate wall break, immediate push to the balcony. We'll see if he gets the balcony smash. We do!
Oh, this is going to be a lot of damage, K-Vox. Already, we got the tornado. Didn't spend it earlier. Oh, missed it. Sidewalk the whole thing, get a wall splat. Slowpoke. So ready.
You know, I'm starting to think he might be misnamed.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe Fast Poke. Maybe change the name to Fast Poke.
Yeah, his pokes weren't quite fast enough this time, but that is plenty of time to make the download. We saw how quickly he was able to adapt to AimedTwo, but of course gets caught on the particle barrier, goes a bit of an early muscle armor, and JoeCrush is an entirely different beast to adapt to.
Absolutely, and I'm pretty sure Slowpoke's probably riding the high of being AimedTwo, of course. That blue spark shining wizard coming through, feeling a little bit more confident in this matchup.
I loved the thinking with the sidewalk as he waited for JoeCrush to get up, both to free himself from the immediate threat of a spring kick and also to potentially set up Oki, but it's just not going to be enough this time. JoeCrush already on his second round. Slowpoke hasn't really been able to take these individual good moments and string them together in a way that lets him take a round.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, look, JoeCrush knows he can poke you down, but we get a counter hit shove into free heat engager.
Yeah, you see him going low too, playing a bit of JoeCrush's own game right back at him. Jaguar sprint into the low drop kick, backs off a little, tries another slap shove towards the wall, but JoeCrush is just comfortable playing at this range. You can't really throw him off by retreating.
Oh, what a duck right there. Went into Jaguar sprint. JoeCrush ready. Oh, the 4-2. Try to wind up the windmill. Yeah,
saw that wind up coming. Who's getting on top of this slow-mo? Oh, that telephone pole of a left arm, DJ, takes the first round game, no round brown. But if I do say so myself, that was closer than it looks.
Yeah, no, Slowpoke definitely has the right idea coming at JoeCrush, but of course, JoeCrush has that experience, man. He's a bracket demon. He knows what his pokes are, and especially in that last round, right? When he hits you with that low, he can extend into that full string. We saw right there, that low into mid, and that caught Slowpoke because he thought, okay, he's just gonna do the 2 hits and I can retaliate. No, you have to see if he's gonna go for it, and that's that mix-up.
Yeah, and you also saw that Joe wasn't necessarily playing pure Mog that time. He was comfortable backing off, playing a little more defensive because he knows what King can do, how well he can bully you off Jaguar sprint, how dangerous his heat is. And he's playing a more aggressive game to start off now.
Trying to do the 10 hit. He tried to do the head-to-head hit. That's what I'm saying about JoeCrush, man. He's always willing to just be a showman.
Yeah,
He's just going to do whatever to try to Mog you out in the match. And I believe that adds to mental stack, too.
Absolutely it does, because that just makes you feel so much more pressure, and you already see Slowpoke hesitating. He had a really hard time finding any buttons to press there, barely got out of that octagon corner, and just wasn't able to stop JoeCrush. But look at that sidestep into the heat engager, and now he's the one doing the driving, DJ.
Yeah, there he goes. And of course, with that change, with the heat engagers, right, you're only +9 instead of plus 17. So you can't have those can 50-50s that some characters have. And JoeCrush able to retaliate right here as he gets a launch and pushes Slowpoke into the other side of the arena. Oh, and the 10-frame heat smash. You can't forget about that one.
Puts himself on set point with it. And, you know, I'm not much of a nerf guy, but I do think that being 10 frames is a bit silly.
I mean, hey, he drops a railgun on you, 10 frames, he needs that. He needs that.
True. I suppose that's a good point. Right now, speaking of good points, JoeCrush is trying to bully him with these lows. You saw that in his last streamed match. Eats the Hulk Hogan leg drop, but doesn't let him do anything with it. Immediate counter tornado into the wall pressure. Gets the gamma going.
Oh, good work staying down and getting up after that guard break. Moving in.
Yes.
Has a combo for this. Extending it. Jaguar bomb. Doesn't kill.
Not gonna kill, but this follow-up might. It does. The low jab after the Jaguar bomb. Saying 2 can play at that game, keeping his life a little longer. Oh, that's a dangerous heat engage, though.
Oh, ducked it. Ducked it after
Great
getting sidewalk. Wow.
You don't usually see much of Joe's defensive reactions because he's so offensive and so oppressive on the attack, but he can really just turn on a dime when he needs to.
Oh, and this is dangerous territory.
Oh.
Ooh, got up wrong, and JoeCrush takes a commanding 2-0 victory off of Slowpoke. I mean, Slowpoke had the right ideas, but
ability to cover distance is insane. Meanwhile, AOP for Xiaoyu.
Absolutely, the team out here being Titan quite literally wear down the clock. But then when you have a character as evasive as Alisa in the hands of CheeseYoni, he's a little scared to try and outrun that here.
Oh, great pickup off of that launcher, and obviously we got these Harlem Globetrotter combos. Extend to the heat early. I like that the decision. Make the combo work for you while powering yourself up at the same time.
And low parry just right into the wall. Mix-up has to go for the spring kick here, and Pling able to at least pop off with one successful grab. Tried it off the mid, but back turn immediately. Tries that back one into hit, but nothing found so far.
And look at how CheeseYoni is able to just use that jetpack to fly away. And Pling, I like the decision to use hate because if Alisa is flying, you could really floor splatter for a bound combo.
Absolutely, but going puts just right into the neutral. Tried the up knee, but CheeseYoni find anything except off the missile. AOP to at least try to bait anything here. Back turn getting a little scary. AOP again, right into the shoulder bash with the mix. Titan time strikes again, 16 versus 7% health.
And you can really see that CheeseYoni did have the life lead. I didn't know why CheeseYoni was aggressively pushing Pling, and Pling with a few blocks in rage was able to just whittle down that life lead and take that first round.
Back into AOP in the rise, but already on missile just flying abound. Try to destroy your stance chainsaw, but immediately engages with the heat. Good move for Pling here.
Yeah, we use that AOP to duck that mid. That chainsaw could really mess you up, but, you know, AOP says, nah, put that chainsaw right back on the shelf. Chainsaws are out, and they get benched for the heat dash, but still Pling, great counter poking.
And still able to get a little bit of Greay life back. I'm sitting here and I'm so glad the damage from the chainsaws got nerfed just slightly. And I imagine Pling thankful for that too. Would have been dead moments ago. But Waning Moon right in the back, one mix up. That's one more for Pling.
Easy 2 rounds for Pling. CheeseYoni is doing a great job, you know, just doing the damage and getting some movement in. But, you know, Pling is closing out these rounds. And if you notice, we have been in small Tekken land, Ash.
I mean, we really have. I mean, shout out to Zilla for really teaching me these things about small Tekken versus big Tekken, where CheeseYoni really just trying to adjust for the pokes and go for those big Tekken combos. Meanwhile, Pling just trying to poke down to burst down damage with majority small Tekken. Love to see it and really love more so the grab. Able to break out of it, however. AOP backdash again, just trying to bait CheeseYoni in, adjust the pressure.
And what did you see right now that CheeseYoni was hanging out in stage 2? Yeah, range 2? Because Alisa can do that, but Pling scouted it. Alisa can only do a finite amount of moves to approach. And if you know, it's much easier to whittle it down on your mental stack.
And of course, CheeseYoni had to pop the heat just for a quick bit of escape here, but that's going to be the overhead right into the ground. Head toss bomb spam. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hit piece combo. No biscuit included. Nothing dry about it. 30 versus 4% here. 2-1 so far in the rounds.
Can my meal without biscuit, does it at least come with sauce?
Well, yes. Do you want honey mustard or do you want sweet and sour?
Do I pay extra for getting a second one?
No, it's free.
Oh, thank God. Then I get 2 of each.
Well, yes. Why have 1 sauce? You can have 2. Why have 5 sauces? You can have 9. But I can tell you right now, getting saucy off the kicks right into the burst for CheeseYoni extends the heat, but doesn't even need at this point. Chainsaw chip damage full force, but Pling would rile back, wastes the heat just a little bit here, but has to find something. Negative shred of health, getting a little scary here, but side step. Hatchet slide for CheeseYoni.
Yo, we talked about that round, and right now CheeseYoni with the cheese sauce says that round was nacho round.
Exactly. That's my round. You see that over there? That's my round. Mine. You see this hop kick? Listen, not going to work out the first time, but if it ain't working out a second, we're going for the sidewalk instead.
Okay, you got to be really careful, Pling, about whiffing these buttons in neutral. CheeseYoni has yet to pick up where Pling is whiffing buttons in neutral. There is ample opportunity to hit something, but you can see how Pling is using these moves to advance and then continue pressure.
And CheeseYoni just playing from the distance, trying to get those hop knee launches, but nothing working out so far. Pling knowing when to block, adjust the pressure off the 1-2 mixes. And then, of course, popping the heat pirouette, just try the destructive stance, but Pling reading like a book, not working out sidewalk. Get that out of here into the wall mix-up. 1 to Pling so far.
A really hard-fought round, a hard-fought game for Pling, but one thing that we really want to talk about is that the chainsaws have been negated by Pling, either through AOP evasion or just raw counterpoking.
And honestly, it's a good way to read those two. I mean, no map stage or change here, just right in the rematch, but really able to duck the chainsaws, destruct the stance. Like I said before, did get properly adjusted, so no more damage to have to worry about. Even then, you want damage. Hypnotist stance back 1, working out a little too well for Pling after AOP, but instead gets launched.
Okay, beautiful approach from CheeseYoni. They both trade, but Pling gets the better of it, able to reclaim that space lost, and CheeseYoni gets swept on while stepping back.
Man, can't even sidewalk left, sidewalk right. I mean, cha-cha real smooth, best as he can in the moment. And thankfully rewards you a little too well here. Destructive stance for the chainsaws just right into that 3/4 mix. And back up against the wall, Pling having a hard time rolling out of it. But you wall bounce right into heat. Smash, you're going to get just that.
CheeseYoni is really getting caught whenever they want to step and punch. It must be really frustrating to be in CheeseYoni's shoes.
Gosh, I mean, genuinely so. As much as you want to cheese right through it, no name pun intended. Gonna be harder to do that, especially Pling knowing when to read the evasion game. And Hypnotist stance just with the AOP mix-up as well. Sidewalk back in the stance, though. And a chainsaw mid-low mix-up.
Okay, and still, Pling had the wherewithal just to get a little tiny jab. Just puts the chainsaws away, but CheeseYoni puts them out one more time. Decides to cut the legs. That will negate the AOP. And finally, we start Tekken, but we're going to get splat.
Ooh, and a big mistake to go for the hop knee launch at that one. Pling popping the heat right in the middle of it. Guaranteed tornado after the fact. And a wall ender to get you one more round here.
Not only was the hop knee unsafe, but it's very easy to spot. And Pling had heat. What a great use of resource to get that round. Putting ourselves at game point.
Gosh, I don't want to sit here and say that CheeseYoni is becoming a little too reliant on it, but whenever Pling just shifts out of AOP or even Hypnotist stance in the first place, CheeseYoni probably relying on it, just trying to find the launch, but then Pling proper read in the last one and a clean punish out of the fact.
Okay, oh man, rocket punch to the back of the head. Excellent one for CheeseYoni, but still, Pling not afraid, and the sidewalking for CheeseYoni that they're implementing in this round is doing wonders.
Ooh, and the hold back to pop the heat, but the wall bounce right in the middle of it. CheeseYoni, and caught off guard at least momentarily, sidewalk the animation, and a back wall bounce again from Pling here to straighten the AOP back dash.
Okay, here we go. Who's going to be the Titan of time? Uh-oh, right now CheeseYoni's time in this game is running out, but the down forward two is, that could have been the round, and take it away, Ash.
Listen, you want Titan of Time? Listen, watch this Titan of Cinematics. 1 second left, and Pling able to take the round here again.
And if you're CheeseYoni right now, I could really empathize what they're feeling right now. That down forward 2 launcher.
Please, I already told him about this. He's like, I understand. Last time I ran into him, he was drunk.
I had one cocktail. I was
okay.
festively buzzed.
Okay, whatever you say, Suma. Oop, my bad.
I don't have a nursing. No, as in we're not that alike.
Okay. I was about to send him the stream link and everything, be like, hey, Nick, they kind of trash talking you right
I
now.
ain't
in chat.
trash talking nothing.
Anyways, we back in the match at hand. We have a whole game to focus on. King Servbot versus RunningJoke, the Bear versus Lars matchup.
And remember, King Servbot really likes playing Panda, which is the quote-unquote worst bear because we don't have Electric Bear Fist. Instead, we have the Xiaoyu kicks.
I mean, true when comparing the bears, right? Really thinking about it. If I remember correctly, Panda has 1+2 still. Am I wrong on that?
They do, but she doesn't have the Electric Bear Fist.
True, no electric, still has G-Clef Cannon. Obviously, a lot of differences. Kuma in this matchup you'd think would be the best out of both of them. King Servbot makes Panda look better than that, though. It's insane.
I do like a good Panda Express.
I mean, true, not gonna lie, with like the... I'm trying to think. Chow mein, side of orange chicken, that's fine.
I'm wondering, when you go to Panda Express, do you like getting the one protein or do you just get the double protein? So a little
I get
bit
triple
less.
at that point because I know my college students best here, and especially I have a friend who works at Panda, so I get extra.
Oh, you got the homie hookup. Excellent. Running joke.
Yes.
Running joke gets splat. Oh, and the beach ball. WrestleMania not need to apply. King serve out with a. I'm gonna say it for the first time here on this set.
Uh-oh.
A no round brown.
No round brown, no round bear? Question mark?
Yeah. Also, shout outs to the conservatory efforts to really preserve the panda. It was such a magnificent species of bear that is very, very hard to take care of.
I'm just gonna say they might be too dumb to live in the wild at this point. I'm just gonna be nice about it.
But
I'm
they are
trying
like
to-
so adorable.
I think that's the problem. I think we've been conditioned to sit here and be like, hey, pandas are nice. I think they look chill. And not enough time trying to, rehabilitate them into the wild. But speaking of wild games already, Hop Knee just right into the 2-1 from King Servbot here. And it's RunningJoke right into the bear launch. Pops the heat for the extender.
King Servbot is definitely our premier bear player and also one of the head figures of the Tekken Academy here at Breakout, if I'm correct.
I mean, absolutely leads a good Tekken Academy with Breakout Academy. In the first place, it is fire. Have yet to injure myself, and I really need to, but already going in with the bear hop. No delayed entry, dynamic entry, except for in that moment from RunningJoke right into down 2. Immediately punished off that back 2-1 starter.
Not to mention, this is the second hop kick that King Servbot has landed, and that bear booty, I believe that's still unscaled, correct, chat? Whenever they get the guaranteed booty? Oh, running
right
bear!
Into hunting stance. Tried the cannon, but for RunningJoke, silent shift, just right into it. Backdash, back blow.
What I'm really finding interesting here is that RunningJoke is fighting in range 0, which is typically the range you want to fight Kuma in Panda. Just because Panda, you want to be range 1, so you can really play that spacing game. But nah, King Servbot is brawling with the best of them.
And honestly, King Servbot just gets really scary with it, especially going in the hunting stance, knowing you can get either mid-low mix-up or after the fact, like the Rangchu style, right? Go for hunting stance, you're expecting a mid, but then right into the grab as I was about to predict into a second one. Listen, I thought we were playing Panda, not King here. Well, let's hold up on the grapples now.
Remember, the Season 1, you were able to guarantee the bear booty right after that, but we took that out for Season 2, hence why King Servbot has to do 2
Say, forget the bear sweep already. We got the, forget the hell sweep. We already have the bear sweep, just right in the bear booty, back up against the wall. RunningJoke, just trying to escape the pressure a little bit here.
Oh, right to the beach ball. Excellent. That is a pretty fast heat smash. And now RunningJoke is having difficulty approaching Kuma, and King Servbot throws the unblockable to really take advantage of their hesitation.
Man, of course, just going for the big Tekken combos here. 6-piece combo and extension off the heat engage as well. Back up against the wall and trying to close the gap with the dynamic entry, but King Servbot saying, listen, that entry-ish out of here. Going for the low parry option instead. Now being forced to play defensively, still able to break out of the grab, however.
Yeah, this is not no 6-piece tender combos. There were definitely bones in those hands and wings that were thrown out there. Oh, big starter from RunningJoke.
I mean, absolutely. RunningJoke out here saying, let me get a Mick Pick 2, let me get a Mick Combo 2, if you will. But 13-piece included at that one. The heavy hand hit after the fact. The electricity just abound. KingReyJr having to go for the cannon hits instead.
Every time RunningJoke is looking for something, okay, high wall splat from RunningJoke. KingReyJr stuck in the middle. And finally, RunningJoke gets 2 rounds. Oh, not finally. We are tied 2 rounds apiece, but KingReyJr 1 round away from taking the game.
Man, already in set point, you're getting scary with it, but into the shift, I mean, RunningJoke, a down back 4 starter is no joke whatsoever. I can tell you right now, KingReyJr, though, is put in a bad position in a game that really rewards aggression. Last thing you want to do is play defensively here.
Oh, there's nothing defensive about that G-Clef cannon. What a really big combo starter. And KingReyJr charges up, sits down. No unblockable there.
And the bear sister kicks only worked just for a brief moment. Try G-Clef cannon again, only one little bit. Hunting stance, though, guarantees the armor and the crush at that.
RunningJoke has been eliminated. Unfortunately, this RunningJoke has met their final punchline and will be out of Breakout.
Speaking of Waffle House, or besides Waffle House, you already know what time it is. You really do.
I know. It's king time. Slowpoke with the J Uso. Yeet. Sunglasses.
It's day 1-ish abound, I can imagine that. But versus my other favorite person here, Pling, it's going to be a conflict of interest for me. But either way, as long as I get to commentate some good ass Tekken, that's completely fine. Wave would try that 3-2, but wall bounce in a back one like we do like to see from Pling here.
So one thing that was really interesting about Slowpoke's game over at CFGC was the wave steps to the stagger down forward 1 and the heavy use of the 4-4 neutral 2. I'm wondering how this is going to come into play, especially since Pling can duck a lot of mids.
I mean, now let's think about it, right? AOP can duck plenty of King's mids. Not only that, can duck King's heat engage, which perplexes me so much. And I'm sitting here like, Harana, I understand you say don't ask for anything, but just this one thing would be nice.
But check it out, Ash, right here, how Slowpoke is not afraid to just stand. Oh my god, a ground grab! We got one of those?
Nasty! You got ground grabs abound into the forward 4, right into down 3 from Slowpoke. Tried to heat burst, but not gonna work out just in his favor. Down back 3, not working either here.
Yeah, but look how Slowpoke is just not afraid to stand, do nothing, do a single strike, wait, then do another single strike. It's not delayed timing with strings, it's just delayed poking.
I mean, it really is. I mean, the name Poke is in Slowpoke for a reason here. Likes to play that small King Tekken that really you don't usually see from certain people here. And able to roll out of it with the tech. Down 1 with the crouch jab.
Yo,
at least
we want to talk about rolling in. Thanks you, Mr. Leapfrog, rolling in with a raid of 21 people.
Oh, goodness gracious. My slightly lighter brother is finally in chat.
That's what you said when Mr. Leapfrog won his match on top 16.
Well, yes. Of course, I have to support my bro here. Who am I not to?
Mr. Leapfrog putting in considerable work with his Paul. Thank you very much for the raid. And let's get right back to the match. That throw, Pling has landed a lot. And the crazy thing is that's just a standard Xiaoyu throw.
Man, the back Jaguar step especially, but still taking a brunt of damage. No, forward neutral 1. Working out in Slowpoke's favor here, and Pling already up by 1 more round here.
Okay, going for the AOP. Slowpoke wanted to walk around to the side, get slid on for his troubles.
A little defensively here, except for the heat engage already off the power crush Waboos. Trying to find something, anything. Obviously could have comboed that either in a black ball, maybe the forward 4 neutral 2 after the fact. Giant swing, plenty abound, but Pling going from small tech and just right in a big combo play here.
Every time Slowpoke was trying to dash backwards, Pling had a tracking low hit just for his troubles. Oh, landed that Paul Heyman right there. That's what we call it now. The 4-4-2. That's the Paul Heyman.
Even tried that forward 2-1-1 mix that you do like to see, but back up against the wall, down back 3, gonna have to work. Opting in for the standing suplex, gets broken out of. Now Pling, maybe trying to play for time again. Wall standing 4! Right into the alley kick's gonna be enough for Slowpoke here to tie the rounds.
Beautiful punish off of that, just standing 4 to the low 4. I like that. They just wanted to make sure we got the damage. And big
there we
damage.
go. King bread and butter, the up 4, 3+4 after the fact, just right into the Jaguar charge 2, 3-2-2 hold charge. Right to the crotch.
Is it more bread and butter with King? Is it, I don't know, corn and tortillas?
Hey, let's word correctly here. You already got canceled once on Twitter. We don't need to have it happen again.
First to 10 me. First to 10 me.
No! Calm it down. We have a game to focus on. Pling up by 1 here in our losers quarterfinal. Oh goodness.
You know what's really interesting? This is the second Peeling game that we've seen where Peeling has fought in France.
You know what? You're absolutely right. Not gonna lie, this would be the part where if I were commentating with Simplex, I'd be, yo, DJ, who was in Paris? Don't be shy. Who was in Paris? But that's an ask for another day here.
Hey, you know what else was in Paris? Rush
no.
Hour 2.
Well, true. No, Rush Hour 3. Rush Hour 2
Rush
was
Hour 3.
specifically. Yeah. Let's get our movies right here.
You're right. It was
get our
Rush
moves
Hour
right.
3. Did people like Rush Hour 3? I know.
You know what?
Hour-
I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. You know what else is great? The game, though. So you work at Breakout for a reason. For a reason, and not able to break out of the grab here. Peeling. It's a stance right in front flip, though.
Yeah, that's actually called a Webster flip.
You know what? You're absolutely right. But able to break out of that ground
slash-
grab would have been nasty for Peeling here.
Not only are we going to get the damage from Peeling, we're also going to get wall positioning, and Peeling has heat. Slowpoke is going to have a really hard time breaking out. And one thing we haven't seen is the Jaguar armor, the muscle up.
Yeah,
from King.
wait a minute. That's the thing, especially against Peeling, who really just likes to go for poke and chip damage here. You'd think Slowpoke would at least utilize either up 4/3+4 with the armor, maybe muscle armor in the Emerald Elbow a little more. You have to be careful though. Muscle armor did get nerfed just a little bit this season, not as effective as it really was as a Season 1 tool. It still works either way, forward 4 to really buffer through into forward neutral 2.
Right, but we do see a lot of Peeling's offense is going mid and high as well. So probably trying to get a read on that would behoove Slowpoke, and Peeling is easily going to take this game.
Ooh, man, Slowpoke. Listen, we trusted you, but at the same time, Peeling just better here in our losers quarterfinal. Got nasty with it, and land event coming up like this week. Who would have thought?
Here we go, a battle of the kings. This is a real Royal Rumble to say. King Servbot versus KingReyJr. No, because I saw
goodness.
Patty. I saw Pandy Servbot. So
No, that
my
says
brain.
Pandaddy Servbot. Oh, goodness, the absolute insane name, even absolute insane moves that are coming out from KingReyJr right now, just up against the wall pressure. King Servbot can't tackle out of this mix to all holy hell. And all it takes is one last low to really seal the deal here.
By the way, thank you, Jackson Betta, because Jackson Betta donated $38 to the pot.
Ooh! Jackson, we do appreciate it here. Thank you so much. Every contribution matters, and these players, of course, might thank you for the extra DoorDash money.
Oh, dude, yeah, that we could probably get one of those BOGO deals off of DoorDash.
Ooh, I'm about to say, Wingstop, buy one, get one free? Hold on.
We once did buy one, get one free burger and fries combos.
Oh, okay. You're making me hungry here. Because I got
yeah.
$17 to my name, and I cannot order that.
Okay, KingReyJr pressing. And this is going to be the round for King Servbot. And you can see the amount of respect that King Servbot put on KingReyJr, because KingReyJr, we know this kid got clutch factor and can land a revenge rage art.
I mean, really, let's think about it, right? KingReyJr has multiple names here. Not just KRJ, but Clutch Ray Jr. I've heard KingReyJr Jr. I've heard Anti-King KingReyJr.
So wait, anti-KingReyJr as in the strategy, or it's like KingReyJr playing patiently?
No, just anti-King KingReyJr as if he hates King players. I do not blame him for.
Oh.
But even more so, really packing on the pressure against Servbot here, the Panda.
This has been a very fast and furious round. Actually, a set. It really... Oh, dude! Off of the
Ooh.
back three. Yeah, Panda's normals are extremely long, so those evasive actions that Asuka could take, Panda could still reach you.
I mean, just trying to down 2 spam also from KingReyJr, trying to get the low mix up, but you want cans, Pepsi, Sprite, regardless, you're going to get just that. This is definitely going to be able to reach the wall, guaranteed a stun here.
Oh, but we have the drop, and King Servbot knows how to lab out those get-up, sit-ups, and convert off of them.
Absolutely, the bear scissor kicks into the bear bounce, roll up, guard break, back up against the wall too. KingReyJr trying to feel the bite here from King Servbot and the bear booty.
Yeah, it's less of a bite and more of a butt, but no ifs, ands, or buts. KingReyJr. lost that round decisively when King Servbot landed at unblockable.
And tied 2-2 apiece here in the rounds, especially for the low option shoulder bash and a heat engage not working out. Neither does the power crush.
Oh my god, you see how King Servbot is actually doing these little ducks? When Panda's crouching, it looks like Honey Bear without it being Honey Bear.
I mean, really, the micro ducks will really throw you off, especially in the hands of Servbot. But the cans again, charge pressure, the backflip tailspin for KingReyJr. And the heat combo.
Oh, tailspin. Oh, KingRey. That's going to be plus 10 off of the heat engage. And that throw is going to give KingRey the game. So close, yet so far from King Servbot. It really feels like whichever fighter gets momentum early keeps it to the very end.
I mean, both are high-pressure players. I mean, we talk about Servbot, right? Has really been creeping up there in regards to power. Blasted through majority of TNS, guaranteed 9th spot. And I'm sitting here like, hold on, weren't you just like finishing at the top, say like top 18? What's going on now? This is starting to get a little scary.
I'll tell you what's going on. So what happened in chat was DJ said, do it for the Caniacs, and then King Servbot lost, and King Servbot wrote back, ain't doing nothing for
Canes. Oh, goodness. Okay, that's the thing we have to think about. We have two high-pressure players that are both anti-Canes. Does that technically cancel this out and make them both in favor?
No, shut up. No, because I'm also anti-Canes, so I'm the deciding fact. You know about this.
I'm just finding out again. You know I've had 2 concussions in the span of a year.
Look, Canes is so mid, the only time it hits is when I'm ducking.
Wow! DJ, I hope you're hearing this absolute BS that is going on so far. But speaking of BS, just able to interrupt the unblockable King Servbot, able to get back up just in time, but with one throw side swap here.
Yeah, you know, that combo is going to leave a real bad taste in KingReyJr's mouth. And speaking of bad taste, Cane's chicken.
Okay, let's focus back on the match. Anyways, I no longer have a co-commentator for this or anything moving forward. Captain No Fun is dead to me. And speaking of dead, KingReyJr falling to the grab here. King Servbot into that 1-2 piece.
And it begins! The Captain Novak's brain cell deterioration hour has started.
We have 1 brain cell, maybe 1.5, depending on who you ask, but right in the tailspin, back flipper +2. Coming in from KingReyJr. Find that in their strength immediately.
A really good call from KingRey to use the sidewalk to dodge the sit-up strike from King Servbot, which gave him the round the last game, gave him the death penalty this one.
And just staying down, knowing, just reading King Servbot like a book here, and with the side swap with side death at that, but heat engage, try to sidewalk again. KingReyJr. responding in turn off the hatchets.
Excellent defense for King Servbot. And now, KingRey hit a button and met a beach ball.
The nastiest beach ball in the universe, I'm pretty sure, is not even filled with air, but has to be cement. Still able to survive it in the first place in round 4 in the loser's quarterfinal.
Set point going to KingReyJr. King Servbot has been doing a great job taking rounds, but they just haven't taken games.
I mean, absolutely not into hunting stance so far, though. Expecting a mix. KingReyJr., though, able to block. Play a little more defensively than need be, but it was very necessary, at least for a brief few moments here, blocking the mid, going for that 1-3 mix-up.
Oh, sidesteps the heat burst, but King Servbot go ahead and takes it.
Ooh!
KingReyJr. wanted to interrupt that string, got counter hit for his troubles.
About to say, always put trust in bear back bounce, but with the shoulder bash back in the hunting stance. Getting a little scary. Tried it with the cans. Puts King Servbot back out of stance, but not enough to launch here.
Can is a really interesting option because it can just hit low, meaning if King Servbot did press a button, KingReyJr. would have won that. Now we're at 10 seconds, and can King Servbot get this round and stay alive? The back is turned, but no punish!
In the 6 seconds left, I mean, you have to get shifty with it if you're KingReyJr. And interrupted in the middle of frames. That's tied 2-2 again here. King Servbot trying to survive at least a little more and going for the fair mix.
Look at that. That was a back 4-2 combo conversion, a lot more than the bare minimum. King Servbot, early momentum is pressing their offense, and KingReyJr. wisely goes for a heat engage just to buy himself some time.
Trying to go for the backspin mix, guaranteed crush right out of the low at that. KingReyJr. still has access to rage. Look at the amount of Greay life just able to get back here. And for Servbot, still has plenty, but maybe not that much left in the tank, unless you want to deal specifically with KingReyJr. Jr.
There's not going to be anything in the tank with King Servbot. Without any extra hits, that Rage Heart is not scaled, giving King Ray this set. What an amazing 2-0 run for KingReyJr. And unfortunately, our breakout homie is going to have to break out of this tournament. We love watching you, King Servbot. Thank you for losing in honor of not...
Vision. I understand it now.
Yo, so, okay, JoeCrush is here, and we have Shadow20Z bringing out the Ana. We're not using the Zafina. Well, actually, we're not.
Yeah,
no
hold on.
Zafina. We okay?
Ooh, hold on. We kind of moving a little bit in slow motion, unless that's just my screen. Might just be me.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay,
Ash.
we're fine. Gotcha. Got a little concern there, but should be fine. Down forward one especially.
Shout outs to JoeCrush. We're repping X-Men with a Juggernaut skin this time.
Really just out here with the G-Corp funded Juggernaut. I see. I understand completely.
And Shadow20Z a lot more aggressive. Ana's been out. She's still the new kid on the block.
Not only that, though, really scary with it. We did see a little bit of the Ana gameplay coming in from Level Up Expo, pre-Level Up Showdown at that one from people you would not expect. I mean, John Ding, of all people, not the one person I was expecting to see with the character, but still worked out, and working out here for Shadow20Z especially.
Did you see that, how JoeCrush went for the jumping jack bomb? You know, the one that everybody hates, and Shadow20Z already picked it up with a standing one?
Just saying, listen, I understand you think you're the top dog here for Season 2 because your character got buffed. Not working out for me. The grab game, though, working out a little too well for JoeCrush, at least in the moment. Scissor kicks, though, from 20Z. He's Pack-a-Punch.
We're going to go ahead right to the wall. And we're still going to convert this combo. Oh, down back one.
Down back one, just right into the armored heat engage at that one. Now, able to sidewalk out of it, though. Has to expend the heat off burst. Gamma Howl right into the armor, though.
Or as we like, Foxhound like to say, dirty bubble.
Ugh, nasty. And going off the wall, sitting for option right into the one. Hits JoeCrush. Able to take us to round 3, tied 1-1 apiece.
Also, thank you, King Servbot, for raiding us with your party. King Servbot writes, I brought the Canes haters with me.
Oh,
Thank you.
nah. We got Caniacs, and now we got the King Servbot haterade.
Zaxby's!
This is really messed up. Zaxby? What the hell is Zaxby's?
Good chicken, that's what.
That's wild. Never heard of it. Never gonna try it. That's fine.
Splats him down. Oh, misses. Again, JoeCrush pressing the offense. These delayed down back ones keep Shadow20Z out. You can see how stubby Ana's normals are compared to Jax.
Man, and trying it off the Pistons as well. Not seeing as much of Make Some Noise. I might have misspoken a little too soon. That's already 5 counter off hit. Shadow20Z, though, taking the bulk of the damage. Shouldn't be too bad. But, of course, Rage Art not going to hit. Just straight into the counter hit grab.
Drops the elbow right on top of Jack's head. Don't know how you could kill with it when he's wearing that big Juggernaut helmet, but hey, Shadow20Z ain't complaining. And I am definitely complaining about DJ saying Zaxby's chicken is mid when you're a Canes enjoyer.
Oh, goodness, though. Speaking of going for it mids, though, shoulder bash right into the wall. Mix up. Shadow20Z cannot get out of this. Right in the piston launchers for JoeCrush. Solidify that 1-1-1 apiece.
Down back 1-1-1-2 as well, not 2 as in the number 2. That has been JoeCrush's poke of choice. It hits low, covers such a long range, and it's just overall annoying.
I mean, it really is. I mean, seeing that, it's like, dang, this is as dastardly as Brian's machine gun punches, possibly even more so. It just puts you in a position of, okay, what's the frame? What can I break out of this? Can I even break out of this in the first place? And for Shadow20Z, at least able to break out of the wall accordingly with the RPG hits off the debuff at that.
Yeah, but JoeCrush immediately gets the debuff off of him, and Shadow20Z is going to fall victim to a Rising 4, and JoeCrush takes the first game. Shadow20Z got to find another way. Will we see the Zafina, or are we going to try to gamble on Ana? We are at Winners Finals, guaranteed top 4 position, though.
Okay, so we are sticking straight with the Ana at that. I was thinking, okay, maybe next game we go with the Zafina again, or dare I say, Heihachi would be cool. It would be awesome, but hey, maybe not the right matchup for this.
Shadow20Z's movement is doing a great job, but oh, Gamma Howl 4.
Ooh, big boot off rip from JoeCrush. Still has heat to play with, and already into the armor move at that. Has to expend the heat. Able to guarantee only just a shred of chip damage against Shadow. Still able to build life back up. See if we get a little useless at that.
Oh, Sidewalk doesn't dodge the...
Ooh.
Let's keep going.
The wall exploder.
Yeah, JoeCrush, you know he wants that damage.
Drain out in damage though. Go for the Pistons again. Of course, has to go for mid jab check right into the Cossack kicks. That's gonna be one up for JoeCrush.
JoeCrush is still doing a tremendous job fighting off Shadow 20Z's Anna.
Not only that, love how the game is going on, and there is a massive argument. We've started Kane's Civil War 2.0 apparently. Fun stuff.
Also, Team Spooky is here? Hello.
Apparently so. Welcome into Breakout Series. Fun stuff here going on. First up, JoeCrush versus Shadow 20Z. That has been, we're just going back and forth at a pace here.
Man, JoeCrush is just playing the keep out game so strong.
Genuinely so, trying to down RPG hits from Shadow 20Z. Now back one, trying to guarantee at least some damage here. Of course, Gamma Hell, nothing found just yet here.
No. Ooh, big launcher from Shadow 20Z, and with that much life left and the wall, I believe they will take their round.
Yep, guarantee kill, just going for the last round ender bazooka. How I love to see that Tekken 5 sparking cinematic anywhere. We're under. Right off the tantrum, that's fine.
Just slow poke. JoeCrush really abusing the range of Jack. No, again! Again! Shadow 20Z had that move scouted.
And the jab mix up at that, back up against the wall. I mean, sure, no exploder to really worry about, but JoeCrush interrupted in the middle. Gamma Hal charged. It can't be found just yet. Especially, actually, hold on. They found something off the Pistons, but tried the clap. Nothing out here.
Okay, Shadow 20Z showing us some signs of life. They're finally up on rounds against JoeCrush, but JoeCrush still has an entire game on Shadow 20Z. We're going to need one more to tie this up.
And the spinning pile driver coming into it from JoeCrush at that one. Parry right into scissor launch from Shadow 20Z, though. Excuse my voice crack. Just how excited I am over good ass Tekken happening before our eyes, but straight into the debuff. JoeCrush able to shake it off, at least in the brief moments.
Okay.
Oh no.
Again, that move is so scouted by Shadow 20Z, and we're going to use heat to get ourselves a better combo, but that was unfortunately dropped. JoeCrush eating the parry, still has the debuff on him too.
Just in the low parry, and JoeCrush getting very worse for wear. All it took was just one last free mix, and Shadow 20Z to keep himself alive for a little longer here in Winners Final.
1-1. That means in a 1st-to-3, we're back at a 1st-to-2.
Of course, looking in chat, North Stars had to clarify and say this is Kane's War 4. Are we really at number 4 here?
Yeah, you know it.
Oh goodness.
I did like how the Caniac combo went to Kane's right after Texas Showdown.
This is true. It's absolutely insane. We've had Kane's War Texas Showdown. We've had Kane's War Level Up Expo. Insane to think about, but of course, we have war here going on with the action. But as I say that, the engage and the burst from Shadow 20Z up by 1 in the rounds.
Look at this, Shadow 20Z. Their decision to stay on the Anna is starting to pay off, but JoeCrush, JoeCrush doesn't even does JoeCrush have a secondary? Does he play anyone else?
Could you imagine just the absolute plot twist of finding out that JoeCrush has had a secondary king this entire time and has been hiding it from us? Oh no.
Either that or, JoeCrush, when he boots up the character select screen, it's just Jack. And then the other character select slots are his customs.
Oops, all Jack. But of course, this round just gonna be, oh, excuse me. I thought that would have killed. Would have been okay. Okay, all on it. Maybe not just yet from Shadow 20Z, but I might have misspoken a little too early here. The last low ender.
Man, Shadow 20Z, look at this. Can we have a no round brown for Shadow 20Z? He was definitely struggling in the early one. Oh, big right hand.
Just charge right through. Plenty of armor to pack a punch here for JoeCrush. It back up against the wall. You want to make some noise once, damn near twice, right into straight piston launch machine gun punches. We're going to do just that, but Shadow 20Z just able to straight interrupt and back against the wall here.
Yeah, beautiful punish from Shadow 20Z. Disengages with the bazooka, and now JoeCrush is in a bad spot. Gets the low, plants the seeds, and finally starts to break out of the corner.
Man, not only that, trying out the charged up swing especially, but JoeCrush getting punished instead. Shadow20Z. Got the RPG hit for last one. Low parry, though, would be the most insane comeback. Build up plenty of Greay life here.
Yeah, JoeCrush has definitely have some healing factor in, and we're going to use that
No way.
that rage. Believe it. I do not think this is going to kill Ash.
You know what? I think it kills.
Oh, we're going to do this. Loser.
Oh, it does!
Ah,
Let's
it
go!
totally does!
A prediction, baby!
JoeCrush on the board, and you know Shadow20Z's feeling that, but that backhand launcher from Shadow20Z is doing wonders.
And Blue Spark at that one with the debuff ended to really pack it through, but JoeCrush trades off the damage counter for both here, and off the piston, scissor kicks don't work to intended effect, but that knee launch will instead with the seed planter.
Shadow20Z, though, with a punish of their own, it hits low, extends the combo, but still...
What?
Yeah. JoeCrush hit a button, and Shadow20Z is finally in the lead. We really thought this was JoeCrush's game, just how dominant his jack was early on, but nope, Shadow20Z pulls ahead.
Oh goodness, my heart is quite literally going pitter patter here. Is not only that, we gotta talk about it, right? JoeCrush popping with the most insane combo flare to try and save himself a little bit of time and trouble against Shadow here, and then Shadow20Z seeing that and be like, hey, that's cool and all, but watch this sick ass wall ender that I have prepared for you in its entirety, and you're gonna sit there, take it, that's fine, into Ortiz Farm. Shadow20Z up by 2-1 here.
This is the time for Shadow20Z. Shadow20Z has finally pulled ahead from JoeCrush. Will the Ortiz farm be the stage where Shadow20Z sits on the winner's side of Grand Finals?
I mean, really, let's think about it. When it comes to certain hazards to watch out for, obviously you got a balcony break, floor break down below, leading straight into back-to-back wall exploders. And honestly, where Shadow really just likes to prefer that small tech and poke damage right into big moves, JoeCrush just seems to get big move tech and flashy all the time. So it just might get a little too dangerous for comfort here.
Yo, Anna hitting that pimp named Slickback backhand, though.
Uh-oh, with a debuff at that, JoeCrush not able to shake it off with the enhanced damage. That's gonna be guaranteed kill.
Beautiful use of the mini of the.
Whoa.
Is that Anna's rocket launcher that she preps up?
I'm pretty sure that's Lovely Tom. That's the name of it, I think.
Stops it through. Oh! JoeCrush
JoeCrush
ate all of that, armors right through, and look at that, 77 damage combo.
Got into the guard break at that one, smashed through the armor, and just able to really shred through whatever health that Shadow20Z had in the first place. Down back 2-1 at that.
Okay, we do have opportunity to claw this back. Shadow20Z has a lot of gray life. You don't want to be trading with JoeCrush when your life is low.
I mean, absolutely not. All it took was one good backstep, one right into it, and for JoeCrush able to take one up round here. And of course, Gamma Howl right into the armor launch.
Yeah, these armor frames are really doing JoeCrush justice. A lot of Shadow20Z's pokes have been light and quick, meaning JoeCrush.
Oh no!
Right there. And that's going to break the balcony. Remember, Jack's Heat Smash can interact with walls.
I mean, Jack H is transforming into Chris Jericho here. Break the walls down, and it might be break the floors down if you're not careful enough in Shadow20Z's shoes. But you're going to go for the Power Crush option instead, only able to guarantee some chip damage while standing 4, and that down back 1.
And Shadow20Z is about to make the list unless Shadow20Z is able to come out strong.
Ooh.
Punish. I will tell you something, as reviled as Season 2 is, nobody is complaining about the extra HUD for Season 2.
You know what? I'm not really complaining about it. Honestly, I can't be mad at it. I'ma just say it. Season 2, listen, might be controversial, but this is the most fun I've had in a very long time with King. Anyone else? Hell no. I feel bad for y'all. Not me. Y'all stay safe, though.
JoeCrush doing an amazing job of just keeping the pressure on Shadow20Z. Shadow20Z's lead is slipping away. If Joe takes this one more game, we're going to be here 2-2 and be here for a much longer time.
We're going to be here for quite a long time, as back and forth as these matches are, but right, the piston slam for JoeCrush. Make that one more off the board, missed on the last one, tried to make some noise option, but instead going for the low one, twin hitter for JoeCrush here. 2-2 in our winner's final.
my God, JoeCrush with the adaptation, better use of armor phrases to stop whatever Shadow 20Z wanted to do, and now we're here 2-2. These people are fighting for their breakout supremacy, because if you get to grand finals on the winner's side, you're in a cushy position to take the whole tournament and a big chunk of that $151 pot.
I'm not gonna lie, that's enough for at least 2, 3, maybe 4 DoorDash orders. Then again, I say 4, and I'm sitting here like, what would somebody order for that much money to be spent? Let's be very real.
Ooh, curry.
Wait, you're
Hell
right, you're
yeah.
right. Or like a very frighteningly expensive Poke Bowl, which those are good. I will admit, I tried that for the first time this year. Crap.
Oh, you had Poke for the first time?
Yeah. Tuna specifically, it's so good.
Oh, man, you are a college kid.
Had Poke for the first time. I had, what else I had for the first time? I'm trying to think. I don't want to say boba. I've had that plenty.
Oh, you're a college kid. You
Yeah.
definitely had Bobo. You probably had Bobo in high school.
Yeah. I've had that too many times here.
Have you had Ethiopian yet?
I have never had Ethiopian food. Never.
Yo, Ethiopian food, you get to eat the quote-unquote plate.
Say less. Say less, I'm there. Say less, I am there immediately.
JoeCrush, Gamma Hal 4 was punished, and now we're stuck in small Tekken land, and JoeCrush slowly winning out, but I like these use of lows from Shadow 20Z.
I mean, true, but where there are lows, there's usually punishes, especially coming in from JoeCrush, able to utilize the wall standing for off-rip out of there. But trying to jab one pressure. Shadow 20Z, though, already with a counter hit right into tornado status.
Talk to the hand, JoeCrush, but unfortunate drop right there from Shadow 20Z, but at least push JoeCrush to the wall.
I mean, to the window, to the wall, Yin Yang Twins style. And for Shadow 20Z, getting low with it at that, up by 1 round here.
Yeah!
I'm so glad that somebody understood that reference after so long.
Okay!
Okay, we going a little too far. Let's calm it down.
What?
Listen, I get you from Northern California, but you ain't got to go that Bay Area with me. Let's pipe down just a little bit here.
First of all, it's Yay Area.
Oh boy, here we go. E40 head ass out here, but back to the game at hand already with the piston hits. JoeCrush guaranteed at least a little bit of chip damage, jab pressure. Round turn.
I'm sorry, my Asian ass had no right to say all of that.
You really didn't. Listen. Okay. Anyways, let me rein it in. Let's calm it down. Mrs. Off the scissor kick.
You Ashervok, telling me to calm down.
Yeah, that's right. I like getting hypocritical up in this piece, but that's fine with me. I imagine Shadow 20Z, though, not so fine at getting carried to the wall here. JoeCrush had plenty of heat to expend, expends all of it. And honestly, just really putting Shadow in a bit of a dangerous spot here. Try that 1-2 pressure, though. Down back 1 jab.
Oh, man. Gets that floater. That launcher right there, that backhand high crushing launcher has been doing really great for Shadow 20Z, but unfortunately that was the second time he dropped the combo in a row. But we're going to go ahead and pick up the round, and now set point, Shadow 20Z.
Getting scary with it. I mean, JoeCrush having to play for survival, just play for set at that one. Only a little bit left to go, but what can you do expecting a lot of these low mix-ups? Just immediate armor break and plenty of life gone at that. RPG slammage, and now going in for the launch, though. Piston launch at that.
Oh, man. What a piston launch. No hurricane needed. Pista Honda style. Raise your eyebrow as JoeCrush raises the roof with the jack combos, and they trade.
With the seed planter at that one as it squashes the pumpkin, we'll never know as Shadow 20Z, making sure that garden never grows in the first place. 3-2, winners final.
What a great pumpkin that was planted. You're a great player, Charlie Brown.
The rematch we have seen time and time and time again.
And look at that. KingReyJr is doing the Asuka skin, the Lily skin, but it's really Asuka.
It's going to make things so confusing for me. That's a little too accurate of a cosplay here.
That's really accurate.
That is frighteningly accurate. I almost thought that if Snore Stars or someone had a costume mod, I'm like, hold on. Wait.
Also, Ash, about that whole commentators can't play the game. Okay, maybe I'm not the best Tekken player, but Captain could do a front flip on the ground, so shut up.
Yeah, hey.
No, not to you. I meant to the haters. I'm saying to the haters. If somebody says, like, Captain, you can't play Tekken, it's like, yo, here's this sweet front flip.
Exactly. I'm built like a fridge. I cannot do a front flip to save my life, but I imagine KingReyJr. can do the heat smash just in the nick of time. And at that, put themselves up at 1.
Rising 4 from God Peeling. This is going to be a highly evasive match, though. KingReyJr. between the two players is a lot more aggressive and is more likely to pull out the big Tekken card before Peeling will.
Absolutely, though, KingReyJr. able to hit with the strength at that one. So there's plenty of heat left to utilize with the mid right into tornado status. Gonna launch Peeling just right in the sky, and imagine you can go twice as high, fall twice as hard here in Yakushima. Able to get back up, though, right into hitting assist stance.
Yeah, however, Peeling knew what was coming up next from KingRey, really got that read-ing rainbow on them.
You know what? Unfortunately, a bar, but I should have seen it coming even more so for Peeling, and probably should have seen the Matterhorn equivalent of a launch coming at 5 miles an hour, maybe 50 more so.
2 slash kicks, went for the throw. That is the Peeling special, to go for a normal throw, but KingReyJr. was just out of reach and takes that round 2 rounds to 0. KingRey currently in the lead.
Of course, back one action coming into it from Peeling right now. KingReyJr. though opts in for the early heat engage. Strength action. Try maybe a block? No. Okay.
Now, shout out to DJ Symphonic. Let's go ahead and talk about the story right now. In addition to just, doing well, this position will determine who is going to get a top 3 payout. They're literally, this is between money and no money.
It is quite literally a damn near money match here in Breakout, and KingReyJr. getting closer and closer.
Yeah, Symphonics, whatever.
Ooh.
I'd said DJ's name wrong. Symphix.
Symphix. Suspiciously Blasian DJ Symphix. There we go.
That's why I like Captain No Fun. Nobody can mispronounce it unintentionally. You say it wrong, that's on you.
You get lucky.
To mess with me.
You get so lucky because people either pronounce my name Asher Vark for some reason or Asher, and I'm like, yo, style it down. It's Asher Vark or just Ash. That's fine. Vark is interesting. Where the hell is
Asher
the R?
Varg?
Asher Vark.
Is that like the Starbucks barista version? Asher Varg.
I'm pretty sure.
Venti latte for Asher Varg.
Man, I don't even go to Starbucks anymore. It's just I'm not paying $6 for a small. I'm like, sir, that's a venti. His mama named it small. I'm gonna call him small.
Yo, K-Vox, Asher Vark, the author crossover.
No. When you walking down the street and you get right hitting heat.
I said, hey.
What a wonderful kind of day.
Oh, man. Peeling.
Oh, goodness.
Going with the Feng. As we know, Feng does have the better matchup against Asuka. Feng's natural evasion is a great answer to the stubby limbs of Asuka.
And not only that, the coldest shoulder in the universe at that with the back tempo. Of course, shout out to Tekken team in chat. Hope your day is going quite well here. Imagine if you are KingReyJr. possibly having a bit of a nasty day after that. Perfect from Peeling here.
Okay, Peeling already. God, easy pop.
Ooh, into the low parry.
You also have to remember, for the longest time, Peeling was ducking the Xiaoyu matchup against KingReyJr. Peeling would always move to the Feng, and it really frustrated KingRey when I talked to him, where he's like, yo, I want to fight his Peeling.
Man, that's understandable. That Xiaoyu matchup has been really time-tested and true. I mean, Peeling quite literally the titan of time, but whenever it comes to going against KingReyJr., the matchup has to be far different. And with the Feng Wei, instead, backstep, guaranteed hit, cold shoulder at that for the low sweep, misses on the last, and the nasty launch from KingReyJr. Backs the pressure.
Really, you were right, Ash. That really does look like a Matterhorn.
I'm saying!
I know, I'm agreeing with you, like, whoa.
Oh, goodness, because the costume is what throws me off. I have to remind myself, hey, this is Asuka we're talking about, not Lily, but then I see the launch, and I'm like, I want to call it Matterhorn so bad. So bad.
KingReyJr. doing an amazing job keeping the distance close to Peeling. We're not able to use the natural evasiveness of Feng when we're fighting at range 0.
Absolutely going with the grounded state at that, though. Peeling, but to get back up only in a matter of time, though, for the split into the gate guard. Already KingReyJr. trying to catch him at back turn. Just yet.
Rising 4 armors right through the blow. And that's going to be a big punish for KingReyJr. And he's got the buff. And to quote Foxhound, he always says, Nanu Augusta.
Okay, not gonna lie, that was a little too of a close impression of Foxhound.
That's
I'll hold you.
Yeah, getting that. And the Nanu Augusta from KingReyJr. KingReyJr Jr. going ahead and taking the round. Ooh. How'd I do? How's my Foxhound?
You know what? Pretty fire. We gotta include more frame data. The way that Foxhound knows frame data down to like the damn like.
Oh, you're right.
It's
Here,
scary. It really is.
Yeah. Minus 6 right there for KingReyJr, but still manages to get the +3, allowing to get the step mix up and the Nanu Augusta. There we go. Okay.
I'm crying. That's not Foxhound. That's Walmart dollar store dog pound.
Yeah, dog pound.
Anyways, oh goodness, this is what happens
Wex.
when we're both on commentary. It is just -1 brain cells.
Foxhound at home.
We got Foxhound at home. It's dog pound. That's fine with me though. Already into just the scissor launches. Try to the cold shoulder again in the power crush. Not appealing just yet though. Cans though from KingReyJr. Coke, Pepsi, maybe a little bit of Sprite involved here. Try to go with the float. Still gets launched and grounded.
Yeah, that rising floor, amazing launcher for Feng because it crushes high, it just really sends you up. And now Peeling is in a really bad spot, being down 2 games to KingReyJr. But hey, ooh, this steals your turn back with the spring kick.
Oh goodness, and tried it, but still Peeling, knowing better, knowing the low option off the kicks, and that's gonna be KingReyJr. It's down by 1 here.
Now Peeling, oh man, armor for armor.
Word for word, band for band, bar for bar. In this case, back turn for back turn. If you are Peeling, just trying to bait something, anything in from KingReyJr. Cold shoulder once and twice here.
The store brand Foxhound, he's Fox K to avoid copyright claims.
That's wild. Oh goodness. Could you imagine the one day that Foxhound decides to take a day off and watch Breakout? It's like, hey, I wonder what's going on in like this week with like Astrobot and Captain No Fun, and he hears this. We are never getting on Paragon again.
No, we're not.
We're cooked.
Oh, beautiful launcher from Peeling. Not the biggest punish right now. Oh, tornado.
Tornado right in the launch, back up against the wall, pops the heat for the extender. Add that, KingReyJr. to get back up, not avoiding the low mix though. And that's plenty of damage just off the burst. Coldest shoulder in the universe.
How ironically using the coldest shoulder in the universe to spend heat with, but oh, beautiful launcher from KingReyJr. Flash kick to the...
Oh,
Drop the combo, wanted to get... You could see it. Peeling went for that backstep, but KingReyJr. with the better button catches him, and now finally gets on the board, but still, Peeling needs this round to get a game.
We'll say though, KingReyJr. really adjusting accordingly to most of these back steps, knowing that Peeling will throw them out, expecting a move, and then hit with the heat engage, and then punishing after the fact, but tried out the knee bash. Peeling the backstep again in the low slide.
That's going to be a counter. Nice 42 damage right there, slightly over a throw. But KingReyJr. gets 55 of his own and crumple stun.
Send at that. Tailspin status. Tornado. One more. Honestly, might be enough to carry from wall to wall here if you are KingReyJr. But no, going for grounded state instead.
Holy cow. That was 98 damage that KingReyJr. put on the board. And Peeling so much Greay. Doesn't matter. That health went away. KingReyJr. set point versus survival point. Is it going to be 2-1 or 3-0? This round is going to say it all.
I mean, let's get into it. The back launch tailspin already for KingReyJr. But Peeling able to at least roll recovery right out of the wall. Back heel turn. The back step into the engage.
Now KingReyJr. needs to stay away from the wall. Peeling early heat burst. KingReyJr. still hasn't popped his heat yet until now.
Back turn right into step in, knowing when to pop the heat, play for the extra armor. For KingReyJr. able to get the crush guaranteed against Peeling here. They'll spin again, tornado status. Obviously misses off 1, but you want clean hits though. We got the low sweep Peeling getting the float carry here.
Yeah, unfortunately Peeling could not really extend that combo out further because he had no heat, and he's not going to have any life right here because KingReyJr. can easily close this out with one more hit.
New to angle it, go for the guaranteed wall stun. That was all KingReyJr. needed for a 3-0 2-0. Changing moment here on Breakout, maybe something to put in the highlight reels. It's that KingReyJr versus JoeCrush.
Oh, big kick right there. Launcher from JoeCrush. KingReyJr versus JoeCrush. These two people always mix it up, wouldn't you say?
I mean, true, they absolutely cook, even more so off the shoulder bash, but instead charge Gamma Howl right into the jab pressure option, breaks the wall, and JoeCrush instead going option, the heavy hits.
And remember, this is losers finals. We are fighting for top 3, top position.
Absolutely, you want to get paid out here. I mean, really, just have to fight for your. I want to say, I was about to hit the Beastie Boys line. Fight for your right to party, and then I had to remind myself it's Tekken.
Oh man, this has been a while since I remember that song. I'm more
really,
and though I'm more of an intergalactic fan myself.
You know, understandable, and that's real as hell. One of my favorite music videos totally doesn't remind me of the Better Times at Jet Set Radio Future here.
You okay, Ash? You're breaking up a bit.
Oh,
3 seconds. Okay, you're back. Oh, I like the decision. So here's what happened. JoeCrush had the life disadvantage. KingReyJr had heat. KingReyJr pops heat, maintains the 10 frame frame advantage, and because of that, JoeCrush can't press buttons, thus allowing KingReyJr to just run the clock out.
I mean, absolutely. Also, like to apologize for my breaking up. Apparently, there was a helicopter overhead. A little weird thing that happened, but you know, nothing weird here about the Gamma Howl right into the armor option. But for JoeCrush, though, he can crush himself back up against the wall.
Yo, hey, Shinblade's also in chat. Yo, what up, Shin?
Howdy, howdy. Listen, I have to hit the snarl anytime someone's new.
You are legally obligated to hit the snarl, I know.
Well, yes. Snarl Gang CEO, that is me.
Yes. And CEO of the Caniac combo, I know.
And speaking of combos, though, KingReyJr trying for a small one instead. JoeCrush opting to make some noise off the round ender. Round 3.
JoeCrush, KingReyJr tied in rounds. KingReyJr early start with the knockdown. Can't really secure Oki. JoeCrush being pushed against the wall using the down back one to really make some space. Wanted to take to the sky, but KingReyJr floats him out.
Well, just waiting for the pressure. The knee exploder, though. Trying out the piston hits again from JoeCrush, but Sidewalk going to meet the match here against KingReyJr. Uh-oh. Big
flash kick from KingReyJr, sending JoeCrush to the wall one more time, and KingReyJr still has heat.
Man, expensive though. JoeCrush though, still has plenty of heat left to use. Me really just starting now, and still some gray life left to get back.
Unusually patient for JoeCrush with heat. Look at the two life bars. They're about even until now with that launcher.
Ooh. That inner strength found for KingReyJr with the shimmy at the end. Now just one away, being able to put himself at 1-0 here.
Better than a key charge at the end.
Okay, true. I've seen some key charges that are mad disrespectful. I'm like, see, me personally, I would not let that happen to me, but you're letting it happen to you. Couldn't be me though.
Seed planter.
Oh! With
That's
the launch,
right.
Suspicious looking matter. I'm telling you.
I think that's Rising 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chad.
Might be. Question mark. Listen, we got to do our research sometimes. It's totally fine. With the big boot, able to win the trade and damage here. Now JoeCrush, heat engage. Gamma Howl for the armor.
Dirty bubble.
Ugh. Listen, where's a pin or a needle or SpongeBob in Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy episode 2 when you need him off the magic conch? But that's totally fine. Final round here. Never do that again.
What? You didn't know I had a pocket SpongeBob voice?
That's not a pocket SpongeBob. I'm gonna be real with you. That's kind of horrifying for me. That would be enough to have me break down 5-year-old self during the SpongeBob movie coming out in 2005, waiting for my lunch, and all of a sudden a worker does that? I'm suing the whole store.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that
what kind
actually
of
did
tangent
happen.
was that, Ash?
That happened to me once, but I imagine for KingReyJr happening again with the heat smash from JoeCrush. Still some left to use, but not that much in the seconds.
And, okay, both of our players run out of heat, and KingReyJr running out of time. So little life, but he does have rage. 20 seconds left. It could be anyone's round. Great throw.
Ooh. Back throw at that one. Tried it for the mid option instead, but KingReyJr with the duck of all ducks, able to avoid a JoeCrush pile driver. Put himself up by 1 here in our losers final.
But that's still only one. We still are at the secluded temple, too.
True. So we still have plenty of ways to go. As much of a slugfest as this has been, we need to buckle up for this one.
It looks like Tekken Tim doesn't want to hear more SpongeBob.
That's wild. Has to
Jerk!
make my head.
Oh, pierces right through the dirty bubble, and KingReyJr. able to get a great tackle. Misses the whip punish opportunity, another dirty bubble, and KingReyJr. really quick on the offense punish.
Just able to blast through Red the Gamma Howl armor option like a book yet again, or dirty bubble as we have been saying here time and time before. Already up by 1 round here. Also the power crush engage option.
Oh, beautiful pickup from KingReyJr. and JoeCrush is just sent spinning. Look at this. I believe this is going to be 92?
91 damage.
91.
Almost.
That's pretty. Oh, no. Actually, I lost because we're doing Prices Right rules. I went over.
You know what? Still pretty good to me. I'm proud of you either way. Under the down elbow option from JoeCrush, though. Playing defensively, down back 1 option.
Oh, stucks the high. And now JoeCrush is some deep trouble because of that wall break. It forces the stand-up, giving KingReyJr. all the opportunity to land some big combo damage.
And already up by 2 in the rounds. In round 3, JoeCrush, though, still showing signs of life and momentum, but round start wake-up option jab 1 from KingReyJr. Really starting us off the piston action from JoeCrush, though.
Oh, big boot from JoeCrush.
Uh-oh, down back 1 again. Really likes that mid-poke option. Don't blame him for it. I mean, it really is useful. Great tool, add that one. Or low poke, excuse me. KingReyJr. Not that much life left to get back here. Still has option for RayJr. Getting scary with it. A little too close for comfort. Oh no.
Big boot from JoeCrush.
Round 4. Fight.
Uh-oh, in round 4, that tried the power crush. Not gonna work out for KingReyJr. And again, either.
Oh, big knee. But still, JoeCrush losing the spacing war, but ain't gonna happen. Raises the roof and raises his chances of winning this round.
About to say, raise the roof and make some noise again. I imagine as many times as we've been saying that throughout the season, damn near enough to summon Tasty Steve. Like, huh, who woke me up this time?
Oh, should I just say it now? Get off of me!
Ah! With the railgun action, G Corp sponsored and funded JoeCrush. Possible comeback potential here in the final round.
Well, you know, Ash, JoeCrush could come back, but can he make a perfect Krabby Patty?
Well, let's think about it. If G Corp feasibly went into making an actual Krusty Krab, hold on. Why am I considering this? I was about to get really brainy for a second, and then I had to sit and realize, hold on, SpongeBob and Tekken crossover? No, that wouldn't be too bad, actually.
Well, he knows karate.
Oh boy. You know what? One brain cell. We're down to 1.5. We're down to half a brain cell here as the match is going on in KingReyJr. Life recovery on lead here for JoeCrush. Play defensive. We tried going for the jack pile driver again, even down grab. Standing for not an option though. Gets crushed. And KingReyJr. He's able to top out at 2-0 so far.
Beautiful flash kick. I'm trying to think, who would each like character in SpongeBob play? Like, okay, Sandy plays Asuka.
Yes.
I think Patrick would play King.
Okay, understandable. I see the vision. I'm trying to think. Who would Squidward play? I'm imagining Squidward playing Dragunov for some reason. No! Squidward Yoshimitsu!
Yes. Yeah, because like he'd go for the seppuku, live and go. Too bad that didn't kill me. Apparently, Squidward's Yoshimitsu doesn't have a sword. It's a long clarinet.
Oh, goodness. I imagine, why do I have a feeling that either someone like Trizzy or Tanjiro already has a Squidward custom somewhere? I would not be surprised. Would not be surprised whatsoever. K-Fox is losing it in chat. Oh, goodness.
Is this Tekken 7? No, Patrick.
No, Patrick. Oh, goodness. Is this 13 counter hit launch safe? No, Patrick.
Is this the part where I get the wall combo? No, Patrick. This is Yakushima.
We are losing brain cells at such a rapid rate, and we have a whole ass match to focus on. And KingReyJr. sitting there menacingly. JoeCrush, though, would guarantee the shoulder bash.
Can you just imagine Squidward playing? He gets 0-3 and then SpongeBob goes, Squidward, can you play your character, better?
Ooh, not gonna lie, SpongeBob would really just talk some trash, but it would be in the nicest
No,
way
he would not know
possible.
it.
He really wouldn't, and I feel
He
so
wouldn't
bad.
know it.
He's just too nice for that.
Oh, but this combo from JoeCrush is especially nice, transitioning from the SpongeBob quotes right to the lower floor, and JoeCrush still going in, 85 damage, and we're gonna continue.
And looking clean with a KingReyJr. back up against the wall, avoids the running knee, able to tank damage. Uh-oh, not enough life left though. Down low for JoeCrush. Only looking like comeback season, possibly. I want to say that, but we've seen these clutch situations where KingReyJr. tends to get a little aggressive with it, with guaranteed cans off rip.
Okay, I know we're not gonna dwell on this too long, but can you imagine if there was a soundbite where every time you ate a hell sweep counter hit, you just hear, my leg!
Wait, no, let's think about that, because a SpongeBob and Tekken crossover with that involved, I would gladly pay a $4.99 battle pass for. Let's be very
My
real.
leg! Why
See,
is this
Planner,
guy
off
on
that,
point
though?
with his SpongeBob voices? Yo,
Down
you don't
back
know?
one.
I know how to.
Oh!
Like, I'm pretty nice with the voices.
Just conked over the head. And of course, JoeCrush able to save himself time, pressure, and pain here in our losers final. Now it's 1-2.
It's a really precarious situation for JoeCrush to be in. You're one game behind, but more importantly, one game from being eliminated from the loser's final position. You'll get some money, but you want a lot of money.
Exactly. Mr. Krabs style money just swimming in buckets full of cash, which,
Oh my
let's be
god.
honest
See,
here, would not be
that's
feasible
what
possible.
happened with the Heihachi stage. They let Mr. Crab run the DLC. Yeah, $5 for a stage.
God, Mr. Krabs really would do something like that. Like a SpongeBob fighting game, except it's locked off because Mr. Krabs wants $59.99 for Cheapo the Cheapskate? Absolutely not.
And the more aggressive start from KingReyJr., the staggered posters want to make sure that JoeCrush just does not have any room to hit these buttons.
Oh!
I spoke too soon.
About to say duck launch just right into the make some noise. Enough put Tasty Steve damn near to shame. Already wall to wall with the float at that. Wall in there. Dual pistons.
Yes, K-Ball. It would be the one time he is owed a tournament win.
This is why Plankton can't really get ish done at the Krusty Krab. Can't steal a secret formula, can't steal a tournament to save his life. SMH in the head.
I have a perfect electric, Mr. Krabs.
Wild. Insane, even. Funny as hell. Oh, goodness. But this is why we need a Breakout After Dark highlights channel. Would be funny as all hell. But nothing funny about the running knee, though. Playing the defensive game. Clocked over the head again. Seed planner after the fact. KingReyJr. Tailspin launch. Oh, no. Option. For the heat engage instead. Extend burst. Oh! Of course, we lost my co-commentator at least for a minute here. I was sitting here concerned. That's totally fine.
Hello?
Right up for the cans though, able to break out of the throw. Now for JoeCrush, there we go. Duck right in the launch. Piston action. And make some noise. That Gamma Hell clap is fine. From cross distance. Really? Hey, down 4-2, that's cool. Instead, KingReyJr. Wake up option, there we go. 3-piece, no biscuit involved, that's totally fine. You know, I say that I really need to chill out about it. Nothing chill about the tornado in the punish though.
I really hope I sound normal now.
You do, you're fine.
No, someone says the underwater stuff, and usually that's when Discord's a butt.
Ugh, understandable. Uh-oh.
Let's keep going. Down back one. Went for the 12 frame, trying to catch KingReyJr. pressing. When he has low health, that is a valid option. But now 8 seconds left. Can KingReyJr. just eke out just enough life? And you know what's happening? Rage Art!
Ah! straight from the Tekken 6 Gargoyle Perch stage right down below. KingReyJr. with the Rage Art of the Ages. Not enough to kill, though. It's scaled.
Oh, and still KingReyJr. wisely goes for the kills. Just saw the whiff button from JoeCrush and lands it, gets the 1 round, and puts himself 2 rounds away from winning this.
All right. With it, launch off the ground, at least for a brief few moments. For KingReyJr. packing a chip damage, though. JoeCrush counter hit, immediately going to that big Tekken action you love to see.
Yeah, JoeCrush is no longer playing small Tekken. To quote Mr. Leapfrog, he's expanding it, blowing it up, putting a microscope on it.
Pause. Anyways, resume.
Oh man, beautiful counter. The punch Tsubaki from KingReyJr. Excellent call out, given that a lot of JoeCrush's offense is punch heavy.
Yeah, absolutely. Goes for the heat engage at that one. Little Pistons. Going for the grab instead. Machine gun hook at that.
Yeah, and you can see JoeCrush is using the evasiveness of the Gamma House stance because KingReyJr. has always been punishing the dirty bubble. KingReyJr. 5 seconds left and eats a standing 2 for his trouble, which is Jack's fastest poke. Not the 1, the 2.
Oh my goodness, all it took was the standing 2 jab pressure to really put KingReyJr. down, and now JoeCrush tying it 2-2. You know, every time I hear 1 or 2, remember that Abbott Elementary line where Jacob was reading the letter from somebody's mom? It's like, I am not the 1 nor the 2, so I expect my child to be home at 3.
That's really good.
I'm saying! That's gotta be one of the best lines I've heard in so long.
I'm not. Damn, that's really good.
That is the most threatening thing to hear. I am not the 1 nor the 2, so I expect my child to be home specifically at 3. That is the... Oh, goodness. Oh, man. Good line, good matches at that.
Yeah, we're at this premium stage. We're at the Mr. Crab stage right now.
Back up against the wall. Blue spark hit at that. Pistons.
Yeah, KingReyJr. wanted to back away, dodges the first hit, and still JoeCrush continuing the offense. Every time you're blocking abnormal from Jack, you're still letting him impose his will, and the really quick low from JoeCrush.
With the crouch 2. Brutal with it. Trying to poke interrupt into the can-cans from KingReyJr. though.
Yeah, we haven't seen the can-cans too often.
We've seen him here and there, especially against, I want to say, smaller opponents, more evasive at that. But with KingReyJr. going to that big Tekken float, 9, 10, damn near 11 hit piece, 81 damage off rip. JoeCrush having to take the chip, but there we go. Railgun actually managing to clip KingReyJr. across distance.
Which was really interesting because KingReyJr. didn't get hit by the first hit, but because of his sidewalk, he still fell victim to the rest of it. Jack's Heat Smash, 12 frames, the fastest Heat Smash in the game.
Really insane to think about. I'm sitting here like, you know what? Tekken Season 2, you're so controversial, but funny as all hell with everything that has happened, especially more so with Jack 8, but in a round 3, now tied 1-1. It has been very back and forth between these two.
Indeed, especially since they're both tied 2 games apiece. It's going to be, this is going to settle on who's going to finals, who's going to get eliminated. We are at the top 3. Second and third place will be determined right now.
Right here, right now, damn near a money match just for
10
placement.
frames,
It's
shit,
KingReyJr. You're just fighting for it. JoeCrush, though, tried to go for the grab after the fact, completely schmixed, micro ducked. The whole holy hell.
Okay, looks like I got corrected. 10 frame. A 10 frame Heat Smash, meaning Jack's Heat Smash is faster than his jab.
You mean to tell me DJ really just put on the glasses and hit you with an actually in chat and you just let it happen?
Oh, yeah, look, all right? Sometimes, look, I spent my time labbing SpongeBob voices, not data. Shut up.
SMH my head. SMH my head.
Actually,
trying to go for the make some noise option instead, just going for the forward charge. KingReyJr. though ends the heat. JoeCrush though trying to just go for the double knee, gets turned around. Seed planner, no squash involved in this season at this time of the year. But if you are KingRey though,
but it was it was a really smart decision for JoeCrush to use the dirty bubble, given that he was off axis. The dirty bubble was the only option he had to cover that side of his.
Goodness, and KingReyJr. losers final 3-2, and what was an excessively
that's pretty mean. That is pretty mean.
Fisher would definitely do something like that.
Oh, see, look at that.
Guarantee they would.
Yeah, KingReyJr. just wanted to say, didn't get up, did it actually. You said I was right. He had 3 brackets that day and won all 3.
Yup. I mean, it's insane to think. And he's only what, 19? Goodness.
Yes, he is.
Insane to think about.
19.
But Shadow 20Z though, by one round here.
Old. I'm double that kid's age.
Listen, I'm 23 going on 24. How do you think I feel?
23. You're still a spring chicken.
Well, true.
Okay, Shadow 20Z versus KingReyJr. Remember, Shadow 20Z on the winner's side, the most privileged position, just as privileged as getting this wall break in the secluded temple.
With the freaky ass Zafina ad. That one always scares the hell out of me with the crawling, the scarecrow stance that I have to worry about. Tarantula at that for KingReyJr. would have plenty of ways to go from loser side, have to get a clean, possibly 6-0 throughout everything here.
And Shadow 20Z doing an amazing job sidewalking that heat smash. That is one of KingReyJr.'s favorite ways to approach from that range, just because even blocked, he is plus 10.
Wow. Player strength, at least for a brief few seconds here. But for Shadow 20Z, the micro duck right into the launch at that one for action.
Okay. Misses the heat extension, but still gets a little tag for his troubles. Boot time. No, goes for the uppercut.
Came into the upper launch, baby. Back shoulder bash, though, just right into the crush. KingReyJr. at least able to get up one round, and Tekken Tim in chat saying, I'm 41, calm down. That's not that old. Old to me is 60. Let's be real here.
You actually use the proper ages for old and not, anime old. Where, man, I'm 17, I'm over the hill.
I was gonna say, who was that one chick from, was it Dan, which I'm just now watching as like a grandmother, but she suspiciously looks 23?
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. Like in anime years, 12 is prime. Like 14, 15, you're still peak.
17 is cooked.
Yeah, 17. That's when
cooked.
That's when you die. You're the big brother character that dies, or you're the
Exactly.
cool secondary character that gets their ass beat, so the 14-year-old character can win.
Exactly. Have fun getting isekai'd, buddy. But of course, I imagine KingReyJr. not wanting that to happen anytime soon, especially against the massive Azazel Claw that is coming your way. That new Zafina install you do have to worry about. That takes up damn near half the screen. But KingReyJr. at least keeping the ground game up, especially trying to smother. But I say that in Shadow 20Z, going in with the burst option. He's able to put himself up by 1 in Grand Final.
And this is going to be a very dangerous spot for KingReyJr. Remember, Shadow 20Z is in the winner's side, so just 2 more games and we take the entire tournament. Meanwhile, I hate to do this again because we have to really tell the story. KingReyJr. has to win 3 times before Shadow 20Z wins 3 times and has to win 3 times again to take the whole thing.
Oh, not gonna lie, I'm having to commentate Street Fighter 6 in a few days. Do you know how many times I'm gonna have to explain that because it's our first year of collegiate Street Fighter?
Just tell them about Hadoukens. And whenever somebody is losing, it's usually because they're not checking air, jumping attacks.
Exactly. Just drive rush. It's that simple. Dominican mind games, I say from cross screen, as I have no idea what I am doing here. But I imagine for KingReyJr. not just wanted to get crapped on, but right in the tarantula stance, Shadow 20Z pops out with the claw. I won already.
Being on the UNC side, I'm just saying, that front flip, I feel pretty good landing that at 38.
Okay. 38?
Yes, I'm 38. I just said I'm double KingReyJr.'s age.
You think I know math as a Tekken commentator?
Good point.
Exactly. We'll say, though, if my math is correct, though, able to try and get the ground game off the low launch, but instead, Shadow 20Z. Instead, with a grab at that, down for action.
Even eating that low, Shadow 20Z continues the press. KingReyJr. went for the easy kill, but gets tech for his troubles, and still is going to be in trouble right now, up against the wall. Shadow 20Z gonna make that Greay become full, and still has a lot more resources to spend.
God, and even guaranteed the wall stun out of stance in the first place, just back to back. Ball strike downward, and Shadow 20Z, even with a backstep flip with the mid hit, that's a good check. And already one more away from just putting up by 2-0 here.
Yes, that was an amazing check from Shadow 20Z. That mid check can just take any option that KingReyJr. had in terms of stepping off the table. Holy cow, easy 99 damage.
Say possible comeback from KingReyJr. here, as we do like to see that clutch ray factor. But as I say that, Shadow would still have the install on board readily available, going for the heat engage instead. Jab, check, pressure, trade for trade, blow for blow, word for word, bar for bar in this situation. Heat for heat as we go for one more engage here. Tried the stance, cans don't launch properly.
Okay, Shadow20Z manages to still claim the life lead, even though eating that big combo. Excellent block from KingReyJr. And the whip button, KingReyJr. cannot get a full big punish off of that. And Shadow20Z playing a little bit slow. We have 13 seconds left on the clock. KingReyJr. is forced to engage.
To engage, able to get the ground game into the launch mix-up, back up against the wall, has to stop the timer for the range art. We have to play our favorite game here. Will it kill?
Oh, you put money on the last one. I'm going to say this will kill from KingReyJr.
God dang it! That's right, baby. If it's one thing I know, it's gambling, especially more so from KingReyJr.
Wait a minute. You're saying you're better at gambling than the Asian in the call?
Well, yes. Controversially enough.
You are going to be canceled today, my friend.
Wow, for what purpose? For what purpose?
Doubting my gambling cred?
You know what? And I would do it again. And I imagine for Shadow20Z would absolutely go for the launch one more time.
Look, all
now,
I'm saying
2-0
is
here in our grand final.
I need the gambling Asian bubs, which is a shot of Hennessy and a mahjong table. Let's go.
Don't forget the cigarette. Don't forget the stray cigarette somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, and I need to squat, too. I need to squat really low.
Yeah, premium menthol cigarettes. You have to remember that. I hate that I know the exact stereotype, too. Oh, goodness.
Excellent low for Shadow20Z. Shadow20Z, though, 2 games over KingReyJr. This could be one of the faster final rounds, grand finals we've seen at Breakout.
I mean, not gonna lie, KingReyJr. has such a ways to go here, and Shadow20Z is only 2 away from taking the entire thing. It is getting scary, even more so. That back reaction.
Not to mention, Zafina is a very underutilized character compared to like your Jins and your Dragunovs. I know KingReyJr. is familiar with this matchup, but I'm pretty sure Shadow20Z is a lot more familiar with the Asuka matchup.
I mean, true, when you play a specialist character against everybody else, you know the matchup's a little too well. But then when you play a character such as Asuka, underutilized in tournament, and sometimes you really just lab against characters that you know very little of, it can get scary, especially since you don't run into them unless at the higher levels. But KingReyJr. might have heard us, said, I take that personally, and back up against the wall. Round charge goes for the unblockable. That's going to be enough, at least tie him 1-1 in the rounds.
For the second time, that was the second time KingReyJr. went for an unblockable, and Shadow20Z guessed wrong. Looks like there's another person failing their gambling check.
I mean, let's go gambling, hit the aw dang it 3 times, and maybe strike gold on the last one. I know me, I won about $300 on gambling this weekend, and it's all gone because I spent it on a tattoo, but that is totally fine.
Oh, you did? You got ink?
Well, yes, I have a 888 tattoo, meaning balance. If you're Shadow20Z looking a little, I wouldn't say balanced here, maybe possibly unbalanced, depending on who you ask, with the Zafina, and already just charging clear cross floor.
Yeah, no yin and yang needs to apply, but here we go. KingReyJr. wanted the yin, but it was Shadow20Z who got the win.
Uh-oh. Real dangerous here. Shadow20Z 1 away from taking this entire thing. KingReyJr. though, guaranteed cans back up against the wall, has to pressure that inner strength you love to see.
And Shadow20Z pushing back, but KingReyJr. making sure Shadow20Z stays close to the wall. We're now back to neutral. Side wall is not going to be a big factor now.
Not just yet, but in stance, cans just trying to relieve the pressure. Break Shadow20Z just out of it in the first place, but that hatchets instead.
Yeah, also that punch Tsubaki. Yeah, the punch Tsubaki from KingReyJr. And we still have heat. We can just tap the low, and KingReyJr. now 2 rounds in. This is it. Tournament point, survival point. I keep saying a lot, but this situation keeps happening over and over again.
I mean, time is a flat circle, and it seems we just get here time and time again. KingReyJr. put in a position of high pressure, and knowing him, I mean, that 100% match point conversion would have to come in clutch this time. And right now, for Shadow20Z back in the corner against the wall, playing more defensively than I would like, I don't even think you have a choice here with the amount of jab pressure KingReyJr. is laying up on him.
Oh, but the patience for Shadow20Z, and regains a considerable amount of gray life, and now Shadow20Z pushing that combo 71 damage up against the wall. What a follow-up. One more hit can determine this entire tournament, and the hit happens now.
I mean, with the amount of spikes you'd see, you'd think Shadow 20Z was damn near playing JP from Street Fighter 6 with the Zafina, but